Right, let's see if we're live on the old second channel as well. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I might have to go on there and multi-stream it. Should be okay, though. Hey, welcome in, Antonio. How we doing, brother? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you have a great day and welcome on into the stream. We're just letting the other stream go up as well because we multi-stream across both channels. So we're just waiting for that to go up and we will be absolutely golden. We're going to be absolutely flying. So let me quickly go ahead and do that. Make sure everything is running nice and smoothly. And we're good to roll then, essentially. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. What's good, Pie Face? How we doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well, man. And we are live on Daily Josh. Although it's set to private, which is a bit annoying. So just put that public. And we are good to go. That's because I was testing. That should be changes saved. We can go back on to Josh Daily and we should be able to hopefully read the chat as well. We can read the chat as well. That one's working, that one isn't. We'll go and get that chat up and we'll be good to go. How's everyone doing though on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday? And we've got a lot to do today in terms of a lot of games, a lot of, you know, opportunity to get points, improve this tactic as well, obviously a little bit, and sort of get to grips with things. So they are two chats now open. Hey, what's good? Hey, what's good, Kempy? What's good, Florin? Have they took out the possibility of caching claw? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. My TikTok's cooked, by the way, because you have to stream a certain amount to unlock the virtual camera. So my quality's butchered on TikTok, but I may as well stream on there as well, just because, you know, people might think, I mean, you know, what's going on. I'll come and check him out. I've got to go live for like 7 more hours or something to unlock it. Very bizarre that's even a thing, to be honest. But hey ho. How you doing though, Kempy? Hey, what's good, Six God? Hopefully you're doing well as well, buddy. I'm quite excited for today, you know, because we have got some good FM to do. We've got Fulham up first, which, you know, is a bit of an interesting one. We'll have to see what happens regarding that. But I do feel quite quietly confident about this. I'm still a bit paranoid about my chat, and a bit paranoid about my multi-streaming, but I think we're okay. Hey, what's good, Outer? Welcome into the Daily Josh channel. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. How are we? How are you, Six God, as well? It's better to destroy MU, not to rebuild it. That is wild. Do you believe that, Mohammed, yeah? Destroy Man United. Wow. There'd be people that would disagree with you, but, you know, if you're a strong man in your words, you're not going to care what the people think. At Man United at the beginning, there were like 75 million to bring in. Hey, what's good, Joey? How we doing, brother? I don't think we can destroy him. Hey, what's good, TikTok? Don't start growling, boys. We've got a bloody long string to lock into here. Okay, it's kicking off. It is kicking off. Right, you come up here then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right, already got our guest joining us today. Very, very early on. Very early on. Right, come on in, Sesko. Let's see what we got then. Now, this game is a bit of an interesting one because the tactic was good pre-season. We started off very hot against Arsenal. Then we actually lost that game. So we're going to see what happens and hopefully get something sort of going this season. I could really do with it. Now, a lot of people probably may have thought I should have played a free back, and I do get it. I was just a little bit, I don't know, I'm pretty anti-free back after seeing what happens in real life. And Mason Mount should have squared it. If he had a brain, he would have squared it. No technical difficulties today. Fingers crossed, no. Hey, much love, Joey. I appreciate that. And thanks for taking the time to come into the chat as well. It does mean the absolute world, man. It really, really does. No technical difficulties today. The only difficulty we might have today is if this team absolutely flop, is what I will say. Anyone on the TikTok, by the way, make sure you come on over to the full, you know, YouTube streams because better quality, etc. And Buomo, classic Kinder and Buomo, not doing the job. How are we though, Kempy? How are we, everyone? I do appreciate people stopping by. We're in a sort of decent run at the moment in linking up, you know, everything. The shorts, the videos, the streams. We're on a good sort of run at the moment. Just to ask anybody, are we all sort of happy with the audio quality, audio levels, and etc., etc.? Go on, Cunha. Back into Bruno. Hit it. Oh, unlucky. Get the rebounds then. Go on. Mate, we're dominating. We are dominating. Absolutely dominating. I am doing good, Kempy. I want to win United something. Just something. I'll take a Carabao Cup. I'll take anything, to be fair. I'd literally take, honestly, anything going. And as for technical difficulties, at the moment, we are fine. A secret, much love for being in the stream on a daily Josh channel. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, Kempy. Be good if you could go live, to be fair, Kempy. Anyway, no, I feel technical difficulties are over unless the PC crashes, which we're not going to talk about, because it has not crashed all day, and it's been on since 7. So fingers crossed we're fine. Fingers crossed we're okay. This is what I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping. Winning a game is at least something. Well, we've had the chances this game, haven't we? We just can't, we clearly can't take them. I mean, we're playing some pretty good football here. We just can't actually put the ball in the net. You don't have Encourage on Xbox, you'll get it, Harv. Welcome into the TikTok live as well. Go on, Sesko. Little cutback, maybe. Mason Mount. There we go. Simply lovely. There we go. Anyone in the TikTok, by the way, make sure you get yourselves over to the actual mainstreams because the quality is not butchered over here. We love to see that. We absolutely love to see that. I quite like watching the replays. I don't know if I'm a little bit tapped, but I enjoy watching them. I like them. Just a little, you know, oh, it's not a bad goal, that, at all. I'll take it. I'll take it. You're still loving the Emery tactic? That is what I love to hear. Mount is him. Look at the stats, by the way. Can we get an FM? Can we get, like, a screenshot on this or something? Like, this is what I mean, man. Classic. Dominating the stats, getting 1 goal. I mean, Fulham are getting absolutely peppered here, by the way. Tommy Asu to Ajax. Is that actually done, Secret? Tommy Asu to Ajax. That just feels bizarre. I've not heard that name in ages. Been following you for quite a bit. I appreciate that, Harv. I do appreciate that. Well, we ain't going anywhere, mate. We are loving it at the moment. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually. By the way, Leeds are getting beat 6-0 here. I don't actually have many issues with this game. It's not perfect, but I don't despise it. I will say. I haven't, Harv. I will have to do one, though. I will have to do one. Not yet done, but I think it will be. That seems really bizarre to me. But, you know, he's not exactly been a player in, you know, a lot of limelight recently, is he? So maybe a little move to Ajax could help. Oh, no, Works is making it work down the line. Layman's, mate. That's right at you. I think even I could have caught that. I'm all for giving the guy credit, but when it's like that, just pick the ball up, mate. You know what I mean? It's not difficult, is it? Not difficult. Right, a little 2-0 here before half-time would be quite ideal. Come on, Bruno. Little ball in the box, son. We're actually going in with just 1 goal. You're not wrong, Harv. You're not wrong. The thing is with Layman's, I don't want to say my opinion on him in this game because I know I'll either get called biased or someone will be like, well, actually, he's not that good. I think he is awful in this game, and he's actually really good in real life. I don't know if that's just me that thinks that. Like, I've done rebuilds before. I always check on him, and he just doesn't seem to develop that well. Unlike that man. Come on, Bruno Fernandes. Right, this is a good start to the stream. Fulham away is a little bit tricky, so I'll take that. I will take it. Beautiful. Cunha involved again. Little cut back here. I was about to say something so dumb, it was unbelievable. I was about to say both Brazilians linking up. Yeah, forgot Bruno Fernandes. Jesus Christ. Honestly, mental. Welcome into the TikTok, by the way, people. Make sure you come on over to the actual big streams on the old YouTube. That is where you want to be. The quality's a lot better. I can't have the same quality on TikTok Live, so make sure you come on over for your tactics, for anything, just for a bit of entertainment. Make sure you come and get involved as hopefully we can see United have a decent season this year. Get off. Get off. Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. What's good, Viking? How are you doing on this lovely Wednesday, mate? Hopefully you're doing well. Right, I mean, I still look at my bench and I'm just worried. I will be honest, I look at my bench and I'm just scared. I'm doing great, David. How are you, brother? I look at my bench and I just get nervous. Like, we still need a lot of players, man. In my opinion, we need a lot of players. It's not Friday. We've found a bug, guys. We've found a bug, guys. If you make substitutes mid-game, you can't watch the rest of the game. I mean, we've scored as well. We've just gone... Oh, maybe it will now work. Yeah, the dog ain't happy with that one. I actually would like to watch the replay. Okay, we're back. So if you make subs, you can't look at the next spell of the game. You're fine. It's all good. You sort of have to hope it works. You got the Kempy flu. No, mate, he, honestly, he sent me a voice note the other day. He did not sound good. Nobody wants the Kempy flu. That sounds, he sounds awful. Awful. To salvage the season. I will say, David, whenever you sort of offload like half the team, there's always the risk that you are going to struggle a little bit, to be honest. That it is like, it's a big gamble. The players you brought in were really good, but it is always a big gamble. We'll take that. We will take that. Is that how you fix it, Reese? Welcome along, by the way, Reese. Hopefully you are doing well. And welcome to the TikTok people as well. Make sure you come on over to the mainstream where obviously all the action happens and you can see it in good quality. And, you know, drop a little subscription. You know, we're only like 12 subs of 40k. So anyone that's in the stream that has not subbed, make sure you sub. Because, one, it's free, and two, we are very close to 40k. Very, very close. Should probably have a goal on the screen, but this doesn't feel as beggy as Twitch as a platform, so I don't really want to have loads of goals on the screen. However, I will mention Patreon multiple times in one stream. But I don't know, I quite like it. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, don't give us that goal, because this is just getting embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Smash Buzz 4-1. Well in, David. Hey, what's good, Prince? Josh Ten Hag is outrageous. Considering I'm putting on this sort of performance... Do you know what I mean? Like, any danger, a bit of credit, you know? United managers just don't get credit. We'll concede a goal now. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't concede a goal. Why would we concede a goal? How do you get your screen like that? What do you mean by that, Craig, on the old TikTok live? Screen like what, buddy? If you point out what bit, I'm more than happy to help you. Arsenal are beating Leeds. This is nothing compared to what they're doing to Leeds. Leeds are getting absolutely thumped. Absolutely thumped. See, right, I'm going to say it, people, because you've seen I've not been pressing it. Has anyone actually forgot that shouts are come back? Because I don't even use them. I use them just one... That's... Oh my God, it's gone down so easy. Oh my God, he's given the penalty. With the pitch, not on the replay. Are you on about my camera settings, Craig? Hey, well in. That is incredible. 33 game unbeaten. Josh Ten Hag is going nowhere. That is mental. Josh Gunner Daly. Jesus. Honestly, that is not a penalty. I mean, I'll take it. I don't mind a little bit of dirty diving. I'm fully up for that. Right. Come on, Sesko. Big moment for Sesko here. Sesko is going to step. Oh, the elegance. Honestly, Craig, I've done nothing special, mate. These are my settings. If you want to copy them, that's all I've got going on. That's all I've got going on. I've got 3D. I've not even got 2D selected. What tactics do I use? As a brand new tactic, Florin, which we're working on. It doesn't guarantee to work, so we are basically working on this until I'm happy with it. It is a brand new tactic, just a 4-3-3 to try and get United playing well. Have you noticed since the update your team's never happy? I'll be honest. Money talks. No, I mean to be fair, not really. I've not had any negatives with this update. A couple of my tactics that I've retested for reviewer, they conceded like probably 0.2 to 0.3 more per season. So there obviously has been some changes, but nothing to the point where I'm crying about it. Like it's that I don't know. Like I think the updates so far. I think the updates so far have been very, very good, to be honest. You know, it's one of them. It's one of them. I just think if we're being sort of fair, we've got to give them credit as well. Hi mate, love the vids. Can you make 3 back in attack and 4 defensively? I can, Waggy. Thanks for liking the live, and make sure you come on over to YouTube as well and drop a sub, because we are close to 40k. Absolute legends. I'll appreciate that as well, by the way, Waggy. Okay, I hear you, David. I hear you, mate. I hear you. You have a good day, by the way. Hey, well in, Prince. That's big, man. That's big. But even like now, you're 6-0 up and says your team's not happy, might be a visual glitch. I'll be real with you. If I'm, well, I am. I've just won the game 6-0. If I win a game 6-0 and my players aren't happy, that has got to be a glitch. If it's not a glitch, there is a serious issue. Like, genuinely, if I'm out here winning games like 6-0, yeah, we're in trouble. I sometimes have problems with translation. My game is in Dutch and sometimes things are in English. I have never heard of that. Never heard of that. That is bizarre. I think... Oh, actually, I did sort of want to see him go. Barcelona as well, yeah? I mean, what have we actually got to work with then? Because he's actually playing a few games. I sort of need him. Or do I? I kind of do. I kind of need him in here. I don't know if I can get rid of him. I don't know if I want to get rid of him. I'm gonna cancel it. I'm cancelling it. One Palace Champions League with your 3-4-2-1 in attack and 3-4-3 defensively. Waggy, love to hear it, buddy. Absolute legend. Vikings on a charge with Wednesday. I like to see that. I appreciate that, David, as well. That's weird, though, Secret. That is weird. Is the, by the way, people, in fact, I'll check it myself. You know, I have got fingers. I can go and check. I want to see if the Daily Josh stream is actually the quality. Oh, the quality's fine on it. Because my OBS is sort of... Oh, that's calm. Is the quality good for both streams here? Because, I mean, if it is, I've actually cracked the code. I feel like a genius. I feel like I have just absolutely figured everything out. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm a tech god. I'm not a tech god, just to clarify. Definitely not a tech god. Definitely not a tech god at all. No chance. Here it is perfect. I appreciate that, Secret. That's good then, because that was the one I was worried about, because it's not like the main broadcast, which is obviously, you know, a bit of an issue. But people on TikTok, by the way, make sure you come on over to the YouTube, because the quality is not going to be good on TikTok until I get the ability to use virtual camera, which is in like a few hours, to be fair. Joshy, thanks for the follow on the old TikTok. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, what's good, Francisco? Hopefully you're doing well, brother. Welcome on into the stream. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Welcome back in. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here. Do I think Slot is disguised as... I mean, all I'll say is Ten Hag got a lot of stick, so if we're going to give him a lot of stick, make sure you give Slot a little bit of stick as well. You know what I mean? Hey, what's good, Brooke? Hey, Josh W. Stream. Love from Thailand. Honestly, I want to go to Thailand forever. All I see is nice things. So, do you know what, Brooke? Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Now, we should really do the good thing here, shouldn't we? And play a bit of a rotation team. We're playing Norwich. I mean, what does it give us on slight rotation? World-class team. I mean, that's not a world-class team. We can start like Cheeto, for example. I'll start Cheeto for a little bit. Although, to be fair, actually, I'll play Xerxes, just because he ain't going to get a lot of game time. Mazraoui is actually injured, so pointless him even being there. I'll put Cunha on the bench somewhere. I don't want to go out of the cup, you see. Dorgu can play a little bit. I mean, that's not a rotation back. I don't know if I should start Heaven. I don't know if or Haven, whatever you say. I don't know if I should do that, really. Oh, go on then. Go on then. Let's do it. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. We'll play him. We'll see what happens. Hey, well in, Josh. That's a sick name as well. I love the name. Love to see that. Absolute legend, man. Did the game... Mate, the game has got a lot better. I'm not saying go out and buy it and it's the best game since sliced bread. But what I will say, the game's a lot better. And I think people would agree with me. Maybe some wouldn't. They're starting Josh Sargent. They're going serious on this one. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the game's better, to be honest. I think the game's better. I quite like it. Used to pray for times like this. One day, man. One day we'll be in Thailand. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I appreciate him sending that, to be fair. I don't know if Murph's... Oh, Murph is in here. I can respond to you in voice. Murph, it's because I've got to unlock the virtual camera. I never knew there was requirements to unlock it from TikTok Live. It says I've got like 7 more hours. So the streams are pretty bad on here until I've got the virtual camera. But I do appreciate you checking in, by the way. Hopefully you've been doing all good. What's good, Greg? Welcome to the TikTok. Anyone, by the way, that's in the TikTok, make sure you're subbed to the YouTube because we're so close to 40k subs. How do I download the new upgrade? I have not done it on Mac. Have you got it on Steam, Greg? As in, like, the game? I will take it. I missed the goal. Hey, well, Reese. You don't really get the hate around slot. It's never good to hate on someone directly. He's just coming back, alert. Just coming back. Hey, it sounds good, Murph. I appreciate that, mate. I never knew it was a thing. I knew they don't give out... Well, they don't give out stream keys anymore, do they? Well, they might do, but not to someone my size. But they don't give out stream keys, apparently. And, yeah... Okay, Norwich are getting cooked! I mean, it's Norwich. Let's just calm down. So... It should just be ready to roll out, Greg. When you load up the game, it should update it for you. If you've got it on Steam, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't matter if you're on Mac or PC. I don't think so. Because the other thing, Murph, as well, I was looking, right, because obviously now I'm doing a bit of multi-streaming. I was looking for a way to combine all the chats, but I've been on like 5 different websites, and there is none that you can do 2 YouTube channels to at the same time. I don't know if I'm wrong with saying that. And I appreciate that, Murph. I do appreciate that. I'll get the cards out then, Lino. Ref, not Lino. Where can I find that? Where can I find tactic that you use? For this one, it's not actually out yet because it's a brand new tactic. It might work, it might not. When it is out, it's going to go right onto the Patreon, probably for like a few weeks before it gets turned into a video, but then it will be free to copy from a video as well. But for now, it's not going anywhere apart from the stream because I don't know if it works or not. And to be honest, it probably won't. Instantly, we're going to have to, like I do any other tactic, take a bit of time tweaking it. Like at the minute, we beat Fulham, we beat Norwich, we've done well in the friendlies, but, you know, we've got to put it to a real test, you know what I mean? At this stage of the game, alert, I don't, to be honest. I have the same ones that I use the whole time. Apart from the Harambal, actually, sorry. Apart from the Harambal one, that was different. Apart from that, that was actually different, to be fair. It should be rolled out now, Greg. Have you restarted your Steam, like, completely? It should be rolled out. Again, anyone that is in the TikTok, make sure you come on over to the YouTube. We're pushing towards 40k. I'm only waffling on about it because I think we are literally maybe, like, under 10 off. We are literally 8 off. So, if you're not subbed, make sure you are. Hi, Pal, cheers for the follow and comment on your tactic video I posted. Mate, do you know what? You're one of the good ones. You can use my tactics for your videos. Just tag me. And you are one of the good ones. So much love, HC. I'm glad that it done well as well. Absolute legend. Silences a lot of people up, doesn't it? Good lad. Yes, I would agree, Josh. I would agree on that. It should be all good, Michael. Tell me the tactic it is, and I'll sort of give you feedback, because if it's a bit of a normal shape, then it will be fine. Like if it's a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, it will be golden. It's just with the more sort of niche ones, they might struggle a little bit. I appreciate that, HC. Much love for that, buddy. Like I said, we're pushing on that charge to 40k, and obviously the big one's 50k. And I've got something planned for 50k that I'm not going to do any hints or spoilers, but I've got something big planned for that. Basically, it's going to let Max Verstappen on for a little bit. No, that'll be something. Oh, good try. But anyone in the TikTok, much love for being here. Be sure to drop some likes on the TikTok. It's really weird doing this multi-streaming thing. I've done it on YouTube, at like one YouTube, one Twitch, but now there's like 3 chats. But to be fair, I think I'm managing it okay. Hey, I love to hear that, Aiden. Like I said, when it's available, I can, you know, I mean, I'm going to be streaming every game that I play with this. So once we're like a little bit into the season, if I'm still seeing these results, I'll drop it on the Patreon because people do get early access and it's only fair. But then I will turn it into a video. So it's not like one of these ones where it's like, you know, the Twitch title, exclamation mark, you got to go here bang thing. You know, you will get it anyway. But obviously I do make it available for people in Norwich are shites. Sorry, I can't. Actually, we're on YouTube. Norwich are not very good. Go on, mate. I'm happy to have a look. We've had a viewer's tactic on my YouTube this year already. It was a guy called Hamza. Hamza, I remember. He sent me like 3, to be fair. And yeah, at the end of the day, I've got no issues putting viewers' tactics on my page. I always offer them something in, you know, in terms of either money or whether it's a shout out, whatever it is. And 9 times out of 10, no one wants anything. So I think I've got the best viewers around, to be honest. Absolute legends. And it definitely helps me be more competitive and get more videos out, which clearly gets under some people's skin, which is funny. What's this tactic you're using? It's one from a previous video. This isn't. This is brand new. This is like brand new. This is literally, I was live for what, like 2 hours with technical issues, so really like an hour. And I simply just loaded in a random tactic and started from there. This is completely brand new. Completely brand new. I appreciate that, Francisco. I'll take a little look at it. I shall. But no, we've got a decent week of content on top of the streams coming up. I mean, we've got an Ange tactic on the Patreon today. Thursday we have got my memory. Maxed out 4-3-3. We've got a Pep tactic coming out. We've got a Spurs rebuild, which means there will be a Thomas Frank for next week. We've got loads of stuff coming out, man. Although it's quite surprising because I look back at some of the managers that I've not done and I'm like, why have you not done them already? Dorgo, I'm so glad this is different now, by the way. It's actually visible when they get injured. Let's get Leon for a little bit. Go on, son. Go on. Love to see that. Have you, Secret? What we saying? What formation are we saying? That is very good, Secret. With Marseille, it's good to win the league, but to get to a UCL final as well, fair game. Fair game indeed. Lit Kang, if you are watching the stream, thank you for joining the Patreon. Make sure you check at 12 today when you can get your hands on an Ange Spurs tactic. I do appreciate it. And Michael Craig, absolute legends. I like to shout you out because we don't have Twitch subs on YouTube. So if you're watching the stream, you decided to make, you know, the immaculate leap to the Patreon from the stream, I want to shout you out. So absolute legends. As we carry on 3-0 up against Norwich, and let's see what we can do here. Now, I will say, I'm not going to get carried away. We've played Fulham. We've played Norwich. We're not going to get carried away and say that, you know, we're in golden dreamland, because at the end of the day, we could be in a bit of a... We've got some tough games coming up, I think. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, City are on the horizon. Hey, I appreciate that, Francisco. That is very generous. And again, if anyone wants me to use their tactics or test them, you're more than welcome to send them to me on Discord. And then, yeah, I mean, it means the absolute world. Like I said, I will always give credit out to stuff. Whether it's socials or whatever it is. Yeah, and I do genuinely appreciate it. And it's one thing that I think I've done quite well from starting content, to be honest, is always putting the community first. The amount of messages I get that like, oh wow, you actually respond, and then I hear some horror stories of creators that have just egoed people, is actually quite disgusting. So yeah, that will not be happening when you message me. Let me tell you that for free. We're not selling out, eh? Hey, well in, Antonio. Absolutely love it. Kyle, we need to stream for a bit more to get the virtual camera, which then will make it completely fine. So we're just grinding out the hours, mate, to be fair. Thanks for the follow, Robbie, as well. Hey, well in, Carly. Loving the... Mate, what a guy, man. Loving the content. It will improve, Kyle. It's just a temporary grind, basically. Which is a little bit annoying, because obviously I wouldn't really want to do it. The King Daily. Have I just won I'm a celebrity? I don't think so. But... yeah. No, at the end of the day, as much as I can get people involved, I will. Hey, well in, Pieface. I think this is a brutal tactic. Brutal, yeah? Come on. What a word. The 4-4-2s do have a special place in my heart. They really, really do. They really do. Again, if you're on the TikTok, make sure you're spamming the likes. I feel like one of them salesmen on TikTok. I feel whenever I start streaming on TikTok and I've got to get with the old TikTok slang, I feel like I'm an absolute madman. Mate, he's not going anywhere. Hey, much love for the likes, people. Absolute legends. Run it up. Run it up. I still can't believe you've got to stream for a certain amount of time to use the virtual camera. Like, the quality on the TikTok's absolutely butchered. So I would recommend get yourself over to YouTube and drop a little sub as well, which is completely free. Just to clarify, we're not doing any, give me 5 subs over here. Get that in there very quickly. It's a nice number, 40k. It's a very nice number. Yeah, we're close. We're pushing towards greatness. We are pushing towards greatness. I've not used him yet. I've not used Rayan yet. I've seen a lot of hype about him. I've just not used him. Burnley. We all love Burnley. Burnley. This is going to be an interesting game, this. This is going to be an interesting game. You're not getting notifications when I go live. Have you got the bell on, Ruben? Sometimes you have to pop the notification bell on. If you have got it on, turn it off and then turn it back on. Sometimes, like, it just fades away after a while. I've heard that before as well. So that's a couple bit of advices. But, firstly, it's an honour that you want to have them on. What a guy, man. What a guy. He does not want to miss a live stream. That is a guy. And I will say, by the way, to anyone that wants to roast me, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm also playing RuneScape on the side. Yes, I know, I'm a sado. I can't stop it, okay? I'm currently cutting some trees. I'm sorry. Tried Kenner Elk. I haven't. Is he good, Josh, yeah? Is he good? I'm going to get torched for the RuneScape thing. I can already sense it. I can already sense it. If Kempy's still lurking on the horizon. Does not surprise me. Does not surprise me. Right. Let's go in against Burnley and see what we can do. Get Fernandez back in. Give Malacius. No, Dorgu. Where is he? Martinez can play a game as well. Show the runes. I'm not putting RuneScape on my channel, mate. I'm not putting RuneScape, not on this channel, purely because it is FM. Like, if I put RuneScape on a Football Manager stream, mate, if dislike button existed, I'd be cooked. Yeah, we can't be doing that. Martinez is still injured, of course he is. Maguire, get yourself back in that position then, son. Or actually, Lenny's fine, isn't he? Let's get Lenny in for a little bit. He can play. It's a great game. There we go. Well in, Alert. Mate, Alert knows exactly what the vibe is. What a guy. The banger joined from your post on the old TikTok. We love to see that. Need to level sailing though, mate. Ali knows what the game is. Go on, Ali. Absolute legend. Mate, I've played it since I was a kid. I have quit 10 times. But you never quit RuneScape. You take big breaks. Old school. Yes, Ali. Come on. No. I'm getting toyed with the dog. Come on. He's mugging me off. He's absolutely mugging me off. I don't, like, to be fair, Ali, I don't play it, like, as much as what I used to, because before it was, like, my entire personality. But I do jump on for a little bit. And even when I'm streaming, like, I'm sat here now just cutting logs. Like, a couple clicks every, few minutes. Doesn't hurt anyone. Yes, always, Aiden. Get him used to the system. Brother. Nick, it is a new tactic, but it's not out yet because it's only been used for a few games. And I also want to drop it after I've played a whole season because then it can be titled, as I know people love my titles, especially them that come on an FM Scout, broken 100% plug and play tactic. And it will be because I played every game with hand. So, yeah, so watch out for that one, boys. But it will be true because everything will be played by hand. So that will also definitely be going into the title. So if it wins, it will be going up as a video. What I will do, because I've already got messages about it, is I will pop early access on it onto the Patreon so people can sort of go through and use it as it goes through different evolutions and improves bit by bit. But the final thing will be in a video, which you can obviously copy. Hey, what's good, Trek? How we doing? Hey up, pal, nice little stream while I'm working. Love to see that. Well, I don't love to see the fact that you're working. I love to see that you're in the chat. And today, no technical issues, Trek. No technical issues. We are very much on board. We've got no PC crashes. since yesterday about 6. So I think the PC is trying to impress me. It doesn't want to get replaced. How you doing though, buddy? Are you coming up, mate? Come on in. Oh, come on in. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh, not this. Oh, every time. Jesus, it's not a comfortable backrest. Look at this. You know what I mean? Does Amorim have to deal with this? Can you even see that? Just on YouTube, Trek. Just on YouTube. YouTube twice, and also on TikTok, sorry. Completely lied to your face there. Also on TikTok. And I'm personally not streaming on Twitch yet. I'll message you about that later, to be fair. Why not? Because there is a reason. Hey, the banger, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Make sure, Mason Mount, make sure you are also coming over to the YouTube as well. On the Josh Daly channel, we are currently only, I think, we're 7 subs away from 40k. So if anyone's not subbed to Josh Daly, make sure you do. When we get to that big 40k, it's going to be a moment. It's not like a big milestone, like, you know, the 50's the big one, but like a nice round number. I've been sort of in the middle of the 30s. I want to get into the 40s, you know what I mean? But yeah, for now, Trek, just on the old YouTube. Oh no, music. Oh no. Please tell me what. Okay, I didn't even, mate, honestly, because you got to be so careful with the music you use on YouTube. Genuinely, I thought I was listening to any music, but I'm not. It's copyright-free stuff that we all love. Of course we all love. We love copyright-free music. We love it. Absolutely love it. YouTube's a more chill streams. All right, mate, calm down. A more chill streams I find rather than joining the Twitch grind. Yeah, I mean, also, Trek, I changed my name on Twitch to Daily Drives because I did a couple of F1 streams and I thought that was going to be what I was going to get up to. Because like I said, I think I said this to you in a voice note, maybe. I'm pretty sure I did. I was deciding whether to stream this in my spare time or start up like a different piece of content. And I don't even hate this year's game, so it's why I'm playing it live. And I think that's why people can probably tell with me, if I didn't like the game, I wouldn't stream it. And I actually do genuinely enjoy playing it. So, and it is getting better, to be fair. But also you are right. Twitch is just like, I feel like you go into that trap of, you know, you go into all like the raid and things like that. And then it's just sort of like, I don't know, like YouTube, I feel like I can just stream. I was wondering if an AI... So, Trek, this actually, I put out a lot of bloody research into this. You can use NCS, non-copyright sounds, as long as obviously you credit them in a certain way. Now, I actually never knew that, but you can. And their music's not great, but it's not awful. I am alert, hence why we're live early, because I'm going to... Definitely not going to order anything unhealthy because I'm on a diet, and I am going to... In fact, put the Red Bull can, Josh, you're on a diet, put that down. I'm on a diet, so we're not going to order a takeaway, and we are going to watch the Champions League. I can't sit here saying, yeah, guys, I'm on a diet, swigging Red Bull, we can't be doing that. No, I do need to take my health seriously. Jokes aside. Last year it was way too comfortable on the Uber Eats app. It was an absolute disgrace. Game's pretty good. I'll be real, okay? I was in the middle when the game come out. Like, I said bits that I liked. I also said that there was a lot of things that could be improved. But if I'm going to be the critical guy, I also want to be the guy who gives them credit when they're doing updates. And at the end of the day, they are rolling updates out for fun at the moment. And it is nice to see some people are giving them, not, I won't say another chance, but people are sort of like accepting that. And to answer your question, alert, the game I'm looking forward to the most is Real Madrid City. Just because it's the big blockbuster, isn't it, really, to be fair? The ones at 5 are quite dead, in my opinion. But also, I am obviously very local to Ipswich, so I might even have the Ipswich game on as well against Stoke. They just got battered by halftime. We'll go again. I don't hate it, but in FM24 I felt like I was really at a club, if you know what I mean. But look, there's a lot of people that still prefer FM24. I'm not here to to say otherwise. Like, you know, I'm not being funny. In my last 4 tactic videos, not 4, that's a lie. In my last 3, I've had countless requests to do an FM24 version. It's not actually directly from his volley, is it? And I've done it. So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm not here to sell FM26. What I will say to people is, though, and I mean this in the most polite way possible, the game won't change in terms of the menus. So there's no point, like, if you're going to protest saying, I'm not going to play this year because of how the menus look, you probably won't play FM again. I highly doubt they're going to go back on something they've invested so much in. It also admits that they've made they've made a mistake. So, you know, will they make the menus better? Yeah, they will. I mean, I think the game feels a lot smoother now already. They'll make match engine changes. They'll do a lot of stuff. This is all speculation, by the way. It's not facts. But yeah. You're running over every side. What do you mean every side? But no, I don't know. I just like to put myself sort of in the middle. In the middle. Which is sometimes why it's like, you know, it doesn't help having that shirt in the background. I'm sure Trek and Kempy would have seen a couple of comments their end about, you know, being accused of being brought out for a shirt. I'm sure they've had that in their ear. Which is mind-blowing, by the way. It is baffling that people actually accuse people to completely change their opinion for a football shirt. It is mental. Hey, well in, Billy. How we doing, brother? Exactly. And that's what that's filth. That is filth. That is disgusting. Oh, okay. I get you, Antonio. No, not yet, Slayer. Not yet, mate. Skins aren't about yet. No, Kempy, you definitely did. I mean, Kempy, you literally get like 8k a month from SI, don't you, to promote the game? So, fair play. I wish I got it. Oh, mate, this is getting disgusting now. This is getting... I mean, to be fair, we've had such an easy run of games. I've got to be humble. I think we've got City next. No, I do find this... Oh, man, I have... Oh, there's just so... I don't know. See, I always say this, right? Personally, I think, for example, my mate Luke, he has played Football Manager, but he's not played it like loads. I give him a code to play it this year, and he actually really liked it. And I think this is what I think this is what it is. Like, if you're new to the game, I think you're going to find it refreshing. And I think if you're someone like me, who is still quite fairly new, like I played it since FM22, I can adapt quite easily, but I also can put myself in the shoes of someone that has played this game since it was Championship Manager and thinking, why, what, and how have we got here? I can see both sides of the coin. I really can. I do not get 70k a month. 70k a month? Jesus, I would be live 48 hours a day. Aren't you getting bored of the in-match? Honestly, not, Slayer. I don't know if maybe I'm weird. I'm honestly not. Like, I sit here and, like, I'm not getting annoyed at all. Maybe I will when I play City next and they absolutely pepper me. But, like, at the minute, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I personally feel it's such an iffy conversation. It's such an iffy conversation, isn't it? Because, like, at the end of the day, you can sit here and say, like, how I look at it isn't how I'm saying you should. That I'm going to get that out there before I start dishing out Josh Daly's opinions. We've seen them go wrong before. I personally have the mindset of crack on with it. Now, would I have that mindset if I wasn't making videos? It's a bloody good question. It's a very good question. I'm going to say 50-50 because I never made, like, I was never full-time in content or even part-time in content making COD videos. And there was years where I didn't like COD, but I just dealt with it. So I think there is a world where I would carry on playing anyway, to be honest. Is there a good corner tactic? I have got set pieces on my YouTube, Josh Daly. Cabe, you can come and find me on Josh Daly YouTube, and subscribe, by the way. We are close to 40k. Hopefully, if there's a world we can hit that this stream, I can go off today and be a very, very, very proud man. Not 75k. How can you not like COD? Rafa, you know and I know. It's not been in its best form recently. I've not even got the new one yet. I actually feel quite sick. I've not done that. I don't want to, mate, I've got so many opinions on this game, but I can't say them. Honestly, I'd love to, like, I honestly, hey, what's good, Milo? Welcome into the TikTok. Sorry for the quality on TikTok, by the way. We're waiting to get the virtual camera unlocked, and then it will improve. If you're not subscribed, Milo, to the YouTube, get yourself over there. We're on a surge. We're on a charge. Brutal tactic demolish Burnley. That's the YouTube title sorted. So I'll be honest with you. Oh, it's such a bad thing to say. It's such a bad thing to say for anyone that like lives and breathes Football Manager. Nah, stuff that. We're moving on. We're moving on. We are moving on. Well, I'm not putting myself... Oh, Man City are literally up next. I'm not putting myself in that boat. Right, I'm going to bank this set of view logs. Anyone that doesn't play RuneScape just been completely sent there, by the way. They've got no idea what bro's waffling about. Guys talking about banking U logs. Guys, no idea. Completely sent. You prefer Battlefield? Fair play. I know a lot of people do. Hey, that's cool, Rafa. Go on. Mate, it's a cool little profile picture you got there, Rafa. Pretty cheeky. What you mean you can't say them? Do you get paid to not say... This is what I mean! No! This is what I mean! This is the issue. I am... Do I look like the type of guy that would take a bribe from SI to speak good about the game? Hey, what's good, Milo? Welcome in from the TikTok. Absolute legend. Make sure you are subscribed. Absolute top man. All right, Kempy. Right. I will say... I do not get paid from SI. I am probably the last person that would ever get paid by that company. What I was going to say is sometimes I think people potentially can take this game a smidgen too serious. Just a smidgen too serious. So that's not a bad thing, but for someone like me, like... I like the tactics to be, you know, I mean, I think tactics are great this year, to be honest with you. But for the stuff like, you know, okay, I'll use Kempy as an example. He obviously is really good at Moneyball. He loves looking at spreadsheets. He loves all of the data. That's not my cup of tea. You know, I'm not really into that. So for me, my opinion is probably significantly different to someone that wants to have loads of that stuff in the game. But I'll be honest, Slayer. Is your point basically like there's less detail this year in the game? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, by the way. But if that's what you're saying, for me, it's too complicated this year. Is that in terms of tactics, Jay? Or are we saying like everything, like every aspect? Because there's no embarrassment saying every aspect because it obviously looks a lot more in-depth. I think that's a lot of people. Are we still on non-copyright sounds? What are we listening to now? Sam Day, Nebraska, with you. Chill House. My God, man. What are we listening to, man? We are listening to some absolute madness. Do you find strikers are useless? It's only midfielders and wingers that score. Honestly, mate, to an extent, yes. I personally found a lot of success telling my striker to shoot more often, just because it doesn't automatically mean more shots equals more goals, but to a certain degree it can, depending on the system you're playing. I would definitely try it and just feed that striker as much as you can. Because my issue was, it wasn't my striker was bad, he just didn't really seem to be getting the chances. Tactics on console. Kempy, it's probably a good thing, mate, because if you're hearing what I'm hearing, it's awful. In fact, I'll turn it up a little bit. I'll turn it up a little bit, and you can let me know your thoughts on it, mate. Looking for something more in-depth, better than your basic FIFA, but not crazy in-depth that you need to study hours for a game. Is it your first time playing this, Danny? Just to let you know, because if it is, I'm not here to lie to you. You probably will be studying it for a few hours, just to actually get used to everything. But then once you know what you're doing, like, it's... I don't know, man. I quite like this game. I don't know if I'm crazy. I could be nuts. Hey, well in, Andrew. How's it going? I could do Kempy. I could do. Thing is, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'll be honest with the whole chat, to be fair. Besides some bugs here and there, I agree with you there, Prince. I agree. I was going to buy like a selection of obviously copyrighted music, but then I'd buy the rights to it so I could use it. And they are just sort of like some rap beats, some, you know, some upbeat stuff. I was looking into it. These man, like $240 a track, you know, I'm not trying to drop like, you know, a 16-bar freestyle. I ain't got that in the locker. I ain't got that in the locker. So to be honest with you, I am using non-copyright sounds. You're not capping? Let me turn it up then. I can see that has visibly gone up in OBS now. I can see that has visibly gone up in OBS. You must be able to hear that. If you can't, I will rev it I'll crank it. It's my first FM and I'm loving it. Haven't touched FIFA ever. What would you rate it out of 10, Antonio? Once you get the hang, thought about getting console version instead. Oh, Danny. This proves I'm not in any way affiliated in terms of payments per month. I would not get console yet. It has had a big update, but there is still a lot of things that needs to be done for that game. So, yeah. You make music, Jay. Now, this could be a very, very good connection to have. What's good, Huge Bob? How you doing, brother? How's the game going? Really well today. We currently have not lost a game or conceded a goal at the moment. That will change, though. We're now about to play City. Spurs-Chelsea, Rafa. People can't hear it. Secret can't hear it. Okay. No, it's my bad. I will admit when I'm wrong. Right, that's half the volume now. That is half the volume. There is no... That's louder than me now, it's claiming. Also, music is louder than you. Okay, right. I'll turn it down. I mean, I can see it in OBS. Hip hop. Hey, what's good, Josh lad? The old firm derby. Yeah, I personally quite like the Chelsea one. I'll be real. That's a bit of me, that. Yeah, I mean, Danny, to be fair, I would advise getting this like maybe after a few more updates and just dedicating a couple of hours a night when you got time. Play with a big team so it's a bit easier. No shame in that. I remember my first ever save was with PSG. I won the league and thought I was the best player in the game. You need to go through that phase. Like, that's just how it is. Right, City, here we go then. There's no sound? I mean... I can see there's sound, though. Hey, thanks, Drawing. Thanks for the follow, brother. Dundee. Fair play, man. Blackburn, Burnley. Okay, obviously, I've never seen that derby, I'll be real. On YouTube, there is no music, only your voice. I am such an idiot. I am such an idiot. I am such an idiot. Right. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Right. When you say there is no music, can you hear... Can you hear, like, anything? Like, is there anything? Like, is there anything at all? Like, genuinely, like, even in the background, is there a little bit? Or are we saying, like, there is Josh, mate? There's not even a bit. There's nothing. Bro's not got music. Calm yourself down. Like, is that what we're saying? Is that what we're on right now? Because if it is that, I've got an idea. We ain't got What is going on? Mate, what are you doing? Taking over the stream, yeah? Right, but let me catch up on the chats before we get into this game. I appreciate that drawing a lot, by the way. I've never managed Palmiro. Never managed them. Sounds like a good challenge, though. Hey, well in, Danny. Well in. I went to Austria recently for the F1. Big up the F1. We love to see that. I appreciate that secret as well. Only voice. No, nothing. Right, so, it's not technical difficulties, but essentially, anyone that's made videos before will know exactly what I'm talking about. And even if you haven't, you will also know it's quite easy to understand. Basically, when I record my videos, I don't allow it to capture desktop audio in case I accidentally listen to Spotify in the background and I forget to turn it off. I think I've also got that for streaming. For whatever reason, it may have gone over. So if there is actually like no music at all, that is why. And then that will be fixed for next stream. So yes, we've got a technical difficulty. Come on. I don't think we've got the right track. I think we have potentially failed. But it's fine because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a learning curve. We learn together. And I mean, I don't know how I could get around it midstream unless I was to add like a... Don't know how I could get around it, to be honest with you. Unless I just play it off my phone. I'm not doing that. RB Leipzig, huge Bob. If you ever ask me about a save idea, it's always going to be a Red Bull team. Every single time. Okay, Kempy. Who's he and why is he good? Why are we 1-0 down in 22 seconds? Hey, Ryan Clark, welcome into the TikTok live, mate. Who is he? I mean, he must be good because he's getting in that midfield. We're getting absolutely cooked. Shocker, mate. I've read that twice. I don't want to... Kempy, mate, respectfully. I'll be nice on you. I'm so dumb. Like, genuinely, how have I made that mistake? I wasn't, Rafa. I wasn't, mate. Oh, sorry, you're asking Danny. I was going to say, I thought it was a bit weird. You're asking me if I was there. Jesus Christ. Oh, unlucky. We need a rebuild, recreation of Team Heart. That is going to be done, Hearts. I always like a Hearts rebuild. 100%. No, actually I did. I made one sign, Dylan, because we get in there, Kinder and Bromo. We let Dallo go, and I brought in Fernandez. What's good, Ethan? Basically, secret, I've made a boo-boo, so there's going to be no music for today's stream. Technical difficulties strike again. Honestly, I need to get it together. Technical difficulties? Of course there are. Why wouldn't there be, right? Who wants an easy stream? Who wants that? No one wants it easy, do they? Hey, well in, Jay. Well in. I'm trying to think how I can sort of get some music on mid... Oh my, wow, honestly, we're set piece. How come you don't stream on Twitch, mate? I will be streaming there, multi-streaming there soon. At the moment, I'm just making people aware that I'm live on YouTube. Because obviously, if someone subscribes to my YouTube October, they're gonna it's easy for them to find my stream. I'll always stream on YouTube, by the way. I'm not like building you guys up and then saying, right, go to Twitch, now you've got a sub to get ad-free viewing and all of that lot. You know, we're going to be streaming everywhere. But to start with, we're just sort of getting in this back in the swing of things. I'm doing great, Ethan. I'm doing great. We genuinely are a set-piece team. Like, I feel like Arsenal. No offence to anyone. So... we genuinely... Mate, we actually have got no music. Yes, I've got a tactic on my channel, I believe, Ted, for a 3-4-2-1. Great comeback, though, to be fair. Game's not done, though. Jump on the F1 streams. If I don't enjoy FM, I would 100% go on F1. But at the minute, now they've actually made some updates to the game, I quite like it. Josh, I'm not sure. You can tell I'm not a streamer. I'm still quite new to streaming. Ted, he's offside, isn't he? Is he not offside? Honestly, if I've just done that and he's offside, Get in there, Sesko. Get in there, son. We'll watch it. What am I on about? Is he offside? Mental. Right, how do I change this then? Right, so if I'll get the music back on. Come on. Settings. Stream. No, you can't. I don't think. Hang on. Streaming. Audio. You can't. It's locked. I literally can't click OK. I can't click OK. I'm trying to think of another way that I could get... Wait, are you telling me there is no... Right. For a second, there's about to be a very, very bit of loud music, potentially. Right. I'm watching my own stream. Make sure we're leaving likes on the stream, by the way, people. Absolute legends. Right. I'm watching my own stream. Make sure we're... You guys weren't baiting me. You guys actually weren't baiting me. I am using OBS. Thanks for the follow, Paul. No, we're not City, mate. We're United. United. No, we this. Make sure we leave likes on the TikTok as well, people. Absolute legends. Oh my, they're getting pasted at the back. Oh, Sesko, unlucky son. Mate, that's a boo-boo and a half. If I go on settings, output, streaming, I can't change the audio track. That's the issue when I'm live. I can fix it for like next time. But I don't want to end the stream. Because I had a lot of cuts in the first stream. That was down to a PC crashing. There's always an issue, isn't there? There is always an issue, I've noticed. Has the lit got red hair? Oh my god, what has he even just tried? Sorry, Till. I have not been on that website. I can't even say what you've accused me of. Sorry. Is this what TikTok's about? Yeah, we've scored again. Let's bring on some subs. That is a bold accusation, that is. That's wild. Can I delete that? I can't. I'm not pinning the comment. That is a mad accusation. That is mental. Wowzers. Wowzers. Right. We'll ignore that. What a comment. I can't even read it out because we're on YouTube. If I was on Twitch, I could. But I can't even read that out. I can't. I am using OBS though, Josh. Game's not over yet. I've made the subs now. I've made the subs. Yeah, there is literally no music. I thought I was being rage baited. I thought I was actually being rage baited, to be fair. But I'm not. Bro messed up. Bro messed up big time. We'll fix it for next stream. I'll say that for the next 10 streams. Go on, Cobby. Oh, elegance. There we go. Come on, son. Yeah, so really, I can just play whatever music I want, really. He had a bit of a knock, Ethan. He had a bit of a knock. Yeah, I can pretty much just play what I want now, to be fair, then. It's not too deep. I appreciate that, Josh. Like I said, I'm not claiming. I'm still semi-new to streaming, to be honest. Well, so hang on, whoa. Not new, but like I always take loads of breaks, so I'm trying not to do that. But I always basically forget how to reset things up to perfection. As you can probably tell. To be fair, may you share the tactics? I will when they're actually up. At the moment, they are still Well, these tactics are still very new. I know it's a very, very good scoreline. Obviously, we started off awful, though. The tactic's not flawless. So I want to play almost a whole season of this before it becomes a video. Then I can obviously say every game was hand-played, and, well, it's not a lie because you've been watching me live. But I will put it up on the Patreon for early access for people that want it, just because, you know, it's another perk I can give out. It's something that I never usually would be able to do. But the final tactic will be on the YouTube, so do not panic. It will be there, boys. It will be there, as long as we win something. But I'm quite impressed with this. I will be honest with you. What worries me is we do have a tendency to concede early. So if we don't bounce back like this, it would not be as easy. At the same time, do I really care about conceding goals if I'm scoring 6? Not really. But, you know, there will always be that comment where it's like, I conceded in the first minute, then they don't give it a chance for the rest of the game. So we are trying to chase a bit of perfection here. What are you doing, Bubba? Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Good boy. What are you trying to do? Come on. Oh, what are you doing? You don't know what you're doing, do you? Nobody knows what they're doing. Yeah, mate. Thanks for the follow, James, by the way. Welcome into the TikTok live. Again, if you are new, make sure you're subscribing to the Josh Daly channel. We are currently only, how many subs off the big 40k? We are 5 subs off 40k on YouTube. Get your second accounts on. Absolute legends. 5 off 40k. Come on then, Bobber. Oh, good boy. Here we go. Here we go. There he is. He's making his appearance. He, you know, classic dog, really. Comes in after the hard work is done. Oh, no, we're now playing Chelsea. The hard work is not done. The hard work is not done. Where are we in the league? I mean, I imagine we are doing pretty decent. Conditions are a bit all over the gaff, but we'll recover, hopefully. Hey, much love, James. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. So, yeah, we'll recover before Chelsea. Hey, thank you, Sharky. Oh, mate, we're going to be close. Oh, we're a point behind Liverpool. A point behind Liverpool. A point behind Liverpool. Oh, what we saying then, people? We're 2 subs off. We are 2 subs off 40k on YouTube. Make sure you get yourself over there. Do we hear stuff on a soundboard once you get 40k? Not yet, because that's not set up either, Pieface. More technical difficulties that will be set up. But then, I don't know if they're copyright free. I don't know if I'm allowed to even do that. But yeah, if I'm allowed, they will be, you know, there'll be sound effects. There will be sound effects. Used to watch you on Twitch years ago, hot tub stream era. That is a veteran. What a veteran. Thanks for the follow, Danny. Kieran as well. Absolute legends on the TikTok live. Much love indeed. 40,000. 40k. I want to say a massive thank you to you, boys and girls. Not only for the people in the stream, but obviously anyone that's not fortunate enough to be here, you know, busy, etc., etc. It's not the big 50. That's the milestone. But 40k is a big number. I've been sort of like in the 30s for a while, so it's nice to get to the 40. We can drop the, you know, we can drop that. Those that know will know where that's from. That is mental. That is mental. That is mental. What was your Twitch name, Kieran? Hey, much love. I appreciate the love, people. Paul, Tom, Jay, Ethan, Sharky, Kempy, Pie, Josh. I'm missing names. I know I am. Alert, Secret, absolute legends. I'm using a 4-3-3, Callum, just for a little bit of stability. It's sort of a brand new tactic we've got on the horizon. Kieran, that Porto save was painful. I remember it. I do remember it. It was not easy. When would you do an online save for other people? I'd like to join after Christmas, when people that have got the game that don't get the game this early on. I would definitely consider doing it. And I'd need to do it. Dropping the 4. No, Ethan, we're not doing it for LN4. We're not doing it for LN4. The thing is with an online save, I'm going to do it like this, because if you imagine, it requires everybody to pretty much be online at the same time. You can do that in one stream, but you can't do that over multiple streams. People are busy, people have lives, apart from me. So we'd have to like pretty much play 10, 15 games, and whatever the table is, that's who wins. That's how we're going to have to do it, because then we can actually, crown a winner. That sounds like I'm the host of I'm a Celebrity. That's a bit extreme. I will, Tom, when like the tactic is been played a bit more, just because it's just a few games at the moment. We're nowhere near perfection. There's still a lot of weaknesses in the tactic. It will go on to Patreon first. I'll show you on stream as well, and it also will be a video. So it's not like, guys, you have to go and pay to get it. Obviously, it does support me. There is loads of stuff over there, and you will get it early. But I'm not going to be that guy that restricts you from getting it. It will be in a video as well. Sharky, shoot, let me know. What do you want help with, mate? Well in, Paul. Well in. I appreciate that, Kieran, as well. Bit of old school love. But that means a lot, man. 40k is just like, I know no one really celebrates 40k. 50k will be like, I'll do something special for that. But like, it's just nice to get off the 30s into the 40s. It's big, man. It's big. It is big. But again, anyone new to the TikTok, make sure you are following, like George just done. Absolute legend. And come on over to the YouTube streams. That's where the real quality is. Oh, there we go. Oh, that deserved a goal, man. Hey, Aiden, thanks for the follow, brother. That deserved a goal. Go on, Fernandez. Go on, Bruno. Oh, unlucky, son. It is a massive milestone. Like, I'm very happy with 40k subs, but obviously, like, a lot of people celebrate 1k, 5k, 10k. Then a lot of people wait till 25, then 50. It's sort of like some people skip it out. I mean, for me, I just wanted to get off the 30s. Get in there, Cunha. Mate, this tactic, it could be going on the Patreon today, because I tell you what, we are firing. I'm not going to make it a video yet because, we've not won anything, but for a little bit of just early access as an extra bit of, content I can give to people, I'll throw it on there. I'll throw it on. Jean again. They've gone full strength as well. I mean, why wouldn't you? You're Aston Villa, I suppose. I mean, why not? You may as well. May as well give it a go. Go on, Cunha. Go on, son. Over the top. Go on, Sesko. Little touchdown. Little cut in. Drive. Touch. Pause. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yes, Antonio. That is actually on the Patreon already. But what I'm going to do is, because I'll say it again, one of the things which I love about streaming is like the fact we can have these conversations. Penalty? Yes, penalty. Obviously, every week there is 2 tactics that get put on the Patreon as like an exclusive. For those that are supportive and, showing love back. But I'm now going to get into a habit of every month I'm going to poll what tactic that got put as an exclusive you want to see as a video. So that is something that we are going to do. Purely because there is obviously... I can't literally post a tactic every single day. This year, I've been blessed with... it sounds quite cheesy, but I guess a great team. I've got a very good editor. I've got a great thumbnail designer. I've got lovely viewers that, sometimes send me, not manager recreations, but tactics that they want me to use for videos. There's only been one this year, which I've actually put out, because obviously I don't want to put out loads of, loads of, viewers' tactics opposed to mine, but I like to get viewers involved and give them credit where it is due, especially if they're trying to grow social medias as well. Kai, thanks for the follow, brother, on the TikTok. Best traits for a striker depends on the role, Reese. What is the role you've got? What are you using? Kai, thanks for the likes, brother. The most meta tactic, the maxed out one, maxed out 4-2-3-1 is mental. Mental to the point where I feel like it could be, and has been accused, actually, of being a little bit too good, to be fair. The easiness on how you get junk funk nowadays is so tempting. I feel ya. How we doing, brother? Welcome into the stream. Again, if you're wondering why we're live on 2 channels opposed to 1, I stream on Daily Josh and Josh Daily because I've got rebuild viewers that aren't interested in tactics. I've got tactic viewers that aren't interested in rebuild. So it makes sense to stream on both. Therefore, it goes out to both people, doesn't sacrifice the quality of the stream, and I get to meet every single lovely person that watches my content, which is always an absolute joy. Centre forward. So centre forwards, you're not reliant purely on pace. I would go with finishing, composure, As a bonus, maybe a little bit of passing as well, but mainly you want finishing traits. So you want a bit of composure, finishing, anything else is a bit of a bonus. You don't need to have rapid pace, to be honest. If you want someone that's good at link up, obviously passing comes into the equation. But the big ones there are the obvious ones, really, your finishing and your composure. Let's make some subs now, then, as we are going to get Malasia on for some opening minutes. Shigate can come on as well. Kai, thanks for the follow on the old TikTok as well. I do appreciate it. Let's get Lenny Yoro on for a little bit as well, and let's get Cobby on. Let's really rotate. We're 3-0 up. Why not? This tactic is broken. I might need it before I quit. Before you quit? What do you mean you're not going to quit FM? Don't quit Football Manager. It's another one of them games that I feel like I could say I'm not going to play FM, but I'd always find a way back. I'd always find a way back. That's how I see it. Harry, it should... firstly, are you on Steam? What's this? That's a very nice comment. Are you playing it on Steam, Harry? It should be up now. It should just be up, so you should just restart your Steam, and it will just literally install. If it doesn't, you have to go onto your library. Anyone that's not got Touchline Shouts that plays on Steam, you have to do this. Go onto your library, right-click Football Manager 26, go down to Properties, go to Betas, and select Beta Participation and load it off the beta. That's what you got to do. I hear that. I hear that about the UI, but the amount of bugs I got was disgusting. Yeah, mate, and this is what I mean, right? The one thing... No worries, Harry. Be sure to leave a little follow on the stream if you're enjoying. What I'll say is the bugs are, you know, you can't make excuses for bugs, right? You know, thanks for the follow, Harry. I can't sit here and say, you know, I can't stick up for a company that has a game with so many bugs. But also, I'll be very fair... Hey, thanks for the rose as well, Harry, on TikTok. That's like I'm so new to TikTok streaming. I do appreciate that, Harry. I've never seen that pop up before. Much love for that, man. I do appreciate the amount of work they're doing when it comes to the updates. Like, I think that's one thing which I am going to give them a bit of credit for, because they've had a lot of deserved criticism. But as long as they keep updating this game, there is a world where we actually have a decent final product. It's just a shame that we've had to, like, wait to get to that final product. Right, let's just quickly post this. That's in there. Because that is coming out any time now. Hey, thanks for hyping up the YouTube streams as well, people. Absolute legends. So that is that. Where is... Do I even have it? Hey, thanks for the likes on the stream, people. That's Cruyff. Right. It's going to be up. Anyone that is a Patreon member, by the way, an Ange Spurs tactic will be with you in exactly 7 minutes. So anyone that's a Patreon, you can go and give it a little download, see what you think. There was a lot of requests for that. I imagine a lot of Tottenham fans that still wanted him at the club. So I made it for you. It is going to be on the Patreon. If you are interested, you can obviously click the link in the description. And yeah, again, every sort of month we poll basically what tactics you want to see that were Patreon only to become a YouTube video. And then obviously we prioritise the highest demanded ones. And yeah, I'm always very open and honest with that stuff, because we make a lot of tactics as it is anyway, and therefore the more sort of like niche ones I do go ahead and put on the Patreon, and I'm very honest with that always. Hey, much love. I appreciate that, Andy. Loving the set piece tactic. Absolute legend, brother. I appreciate all the love from all the chats. TikTok, YouTube lives. It is a load to read, but I love it. Absolute legends, man. Absolute legends. Right. Let's lock in. Thanks for the follow there, Andy. Absolute legend. Yes, Harry, it will. That's the other thing as well, right? I'm not sitting here saying that, like, you know, this will only be on the Patreon, this tactic. This one, because people have watched it live, there's obviously going to be a lot of demand. It will go on the Patreon first, as I keep tweaking it and as I keep making it, but then it will be turned into a video as well. if there's any questions regarding that, by the way, I'm happy to answer anything about why I do certain things. More than happy. I'm not like a creator that sort of shies away from the honest truth when it comes to the monetization of content or anything like that. I'm very open. I think it's something which like has helped me out a lot, having some I'd say like 8 out of 10 people that I speak to, I become very friendly with quite quickly when it comes to, people that consume my content. And it's just the approach you have, and some of the stuff I hear about experiences with other people, the amount of people that say, like, oh, thanks for responding. Oh my God, you replied. I'm a guy who sits here playing Football Manager in a garden office. Who am I to have an ego? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to have an ego for that. But it's mental, because some people do. Good lineup from us there, though. Ugarte, do not get sent off, you madman. Or they're playing Washington. Okay, I like that. Buonanotte, go on. Go on. Absolutely mental. Gusto. Palmer, Esteval. Oh, mate, they are. I love the fact they're giving Washington a go. I love that. I do love that. They've got a very good team, though. You should live every day. Well, I'm going to try and go live as much as I can. Obviously, I've scheduled the week this week. So there's a live stream tomorrow. I think there's a live stream Friday. And then usually Saturday and Sunday, I don't stream because football's on and people will be out either watching it on the telly. And then I can start prepping next week's videos. All right, Kempy. All right. Elite set-piece coaching Gabriel at centre-back. Couldn't get a sniff. Your tactic chances flooded in. Love to see it. Love to see it. Honestly, what I will say is streaming for me has always been like it's always been obviously the second fiddle to actually making the videos. But like I said, this year, I've had multiple conversations with Kempy. So shout out to Kempy, by the way. I don't know if you can actually shout out on here like you can on Twitch, but he's a great FM creator. You can go and check him out if you haven't already. Had a lot of conversations with him. Put my money where my mouth is in terms of actually investing in a video editor, thumbnail designer, and it does help. It does honestly, it's helped out a lot. Because the editing, I'm not the best editor or the quickest either. Now I can record, dump them into a drive folder, and we're absolutely good to go. And just in the past week, I've noticed that I'm able to get multiple shorts out, TikToks, obviously streams, videos. It's just a really well-oiled machine at the moment. So we'll see where it goes at the end of the day. Hey, that's all good, Sharky. That's all good. Yeah, Kempy, just do that, mate. It's the same thing, innit? That's all good. I don't expect everybody to be in here every stream. Like, people have got lives at the end of the day. But I just basically have always said, from my end, I want to know that I have done everything that I could have done when I've got this chance to be full-time in content. And that's why if I see people, like whether it's on FM Scout or on YouTube saying, bro, you're posting a tactic every day, like, stop. I don't really care what you say. I'm here for myself. I'm here to win. Like, I couldn't really give a crap what you say. So my response to that is to hire an editor and post more content. Again, for anyone that is, looking to get into content, you've got to be very, very thick-skinned. And that's something which, luckily, I've also always sort of had, which is quite good. But no, Sharky, mate, good luck with the internship, by the way, as well. And much love for the people in the TikTok as well. If you're not over to the YouTube, make sure you come on over to the YouTube. Josh Daly and Daily Josh, 2 FM channels. Both of them are streaming at the same time. So take your pick. There's no real benefit between the two. Like, they get the same amount of adverts and things like that. Obviously, I don't know what the advert situation is like on YouTube. Thanks for the follow as well there, Andy. Don't know if I said that already, but I do appreciate it. I don't know what the sort of ad situation is on YouTube, but obviously, I know Twitch is, is creator dependent. I don't know what it's like on YouTube at all. I personally have premium, although I don't know if does premium stop adverts in live streams as well? It should do. Three 0 first, 2-0 at the minute. 2-0 at the minute. To be honest with you, we are cooking up a bit of a storm. Until Esteval gets on the ball. Then it could get ishy. Could get iffy. I still can't believe we had no music. The music issue is mental. How I've made that error, I do not know. That is just not acceptable at all. Not acceptable. Wow. Unlucky, couldn't you? Unlucky. In fact, why am I not getting music on for me? Like, I may as well get music on for me. I mean, I'm sat here purely in silence. Please, it's time to post this tactic. But mate, honestly, it's not for YouTube because trust me, I know what people are like. I'll whack it up on the Patreon after the stream for those that have been in the stream, but I'm not gonna put it on YouTube yet until I've won stuff with it. You know, it's going really well, but it's not, you know, to the point where it needs to be a video yet. Best cheap Wonder Kids to sign second season. What position we saying, Connor? I'll be honest, my knowledge on Wonder Kids is not the best, so I'm going to direct you to FM Scout, obviously a great page that I do some work with as well. I don't know if you heard of him, Connor, a guy called Jake Cooper. He's got a lot of good knowledge on Wonder Kids. Anywhere, to be honest. If you go on FM Scout on YouTube, Connor, that's where I personally tell you the answers from. So I'm going to say go there because I don't want to give you any misleading information. But thanks for being in the stream, by the way. If you sort of like my vibe, be sure to drop a little follow. And we are live on YouTube as well, where obviously the quality is a lot better. Sorry, it's not a direct answer to your question, but it is going to help you in terms of getting the names that you want. It's not, it's all right, Radio 2 is on my office, love to hear it. Okay. Sharky, it's not time yet. It's not time. Trust me, my audience, I love, but I also have so much pressure to deliver what I need to deliver. And until I see this win, it is one of them. It is one of them. Lou, it's a funny old world, mate. It's hilarious. It's part of the reason why I started streaming, actually, because I almost need to just sort of keep doing that every single 5 minutes. It's just part of fun. People that leave negative comments are obviously fishing for attention. It's why I stopped responding to them at the end of the day, because I always just imagine someone that gets up before work and leaves a negative comment, knowing they're not going to get a bite. Bro, honestly, I do feel bad for them. Respectfully, like, I hope things get better, honestly. I'm not sure, Harry. There's not really been confirmation on that. Is it morning over there? It is 12, lunchtime, mate. Go on, Sesko. This happens after new update. Yep. Some of the save files are mental. Literally, it happened, not with this one, but with my... Oh, what one was it? The Herzler one? I had to load it up from the second version of it. Yeah, when the updates happen, it can cause save file issues, mate. Which is, fingers crossed, why, you know, that soon, they're just going to, you know, get it sorted. Keyboard Warriors, bang on the money there, mate. The best formation, 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. I'd say 4-2-3-1. Yeah, in a bit, lads. In a bit. Is it possible to turn down the music a little bit? There is no... Oh, hang on. Yep, Ted, it is, because it's working on TikTok. It is, sorry. Sorry. There you go. Thank you, Ted. Thank you. Also good, because I would have got copyright struck on TikTok. So thank you, Ted. How are we, though, Lou? I buy this tactic from Patreon, it's unstoppable. Are you going to the Ipswich game later? I'm not. I will be watching it, though. I mean, that's completely your decision, Aiden. I'm not doing like a, you know, go over and get it sort of thing. What I will say is this tactic will be on the Patreon later. That is completely your own decision. I'm not here to sort of, you know, push you into one direction. But it will also in like probably like 2-3 weeks time go on the YouTube as well. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Barnsley. Ryan. Hey, well in, Connor. Go on. Absolute legend. Well in. Have you observed the haters from FM Scout? Jesus, what kind of miserable are those? Mate, to be honest, I'm not going to say what I want to say because I'm trying to, you know, keep as clean of a record as I can. All I'd like to say is a big thank you to them because it gets more eyes on my content. And it's actually quite surprising that people haven't quite clocked that yet. That whether you leave a nice comment or negative comment, it gets more traction on me. And so, yeah, I appreciate it, if anything, to be fair. Connor cheated to do that. Is that right, Connor? Do you watch people if you do, what team do you support? I support Manchester United. Is that right, James? You go on. Tell me all about it, James. Tell me all about it. But best player in the Championship. I don't really know, to be fair. I don't really know. I'll be honest with you. But no, to be honest, who would you say? Who is your best player in the Championship? To be honest with you, though, Prince, I've had viewers that have said they'll make accounts and they'll respond to people. There's no point. There's no point. Like, at the end of the day, these people are taking time out of their day to leave a hate comment on my content. They're coming in every day, taking time out of their lives. We live once. They're taking time to come out and leave a comment on something that I've said that I don't even read. None of these people come in the live and start giving it to me because they don't have the bottle. It is honestly hilarious. Let them crack on. I've been accused of using your tactics. Well, there you go, mate. Some people do say it's cheating. I actually had a viewer of mine say that he banned his mate from an online save because he used my 4231. Cold. More people need to realise that. There we go. What's good, Dan? Not for my end, mate. What about yourself? Thank you for sharing the live, Ashley. We can make that happen for you, Tom. We can make that happen. It is actually on my list to do. But yeah, we can make that happen. All good, just pop in mid-run. Yeah, no, it's nothing deep, mate. It's nothing deep. Hopefully you're having a great day, though, Dan. Join from your post. Love to see that. Tell James no, my fault. I won 4 Bundesliga in a row. Yeah, well, it's one of them. YSG, there's about 7,000 people that would pretty much go against what you've just said there. But what I could do is delete your comments, but I'll keep them in there because it's quite nice to actually have you spend your day, come to me and support my TikTok. So cheers for that, buddy. Next one. What's your best tactic in your opinion? If you're not going after a manager, I would probably go with the maxed out ones. Purely because, I mean, I've had several people use them with very, very different teams. I've never heard anything bad. And it shouldn't work, but it does work. If you're after realism, I'll probably go with the Herzler one, to be fair. YSG, if you're good, mate, can you also leave a like on the stream while you're here, mate? And if you've got any mates that also want to come in and start a beef, get him in here because it gets the viewer count up. Right, let's get into this game against Brentford. Bro, actually like the stream. I respect that. Very good, Connor. Very good. Yes, it is pretty difficult. It is pretty challenging. Prince, they are the same type of people that would download the Cruyff tactic and use it with Wolves. But to be fair, no one actually come in and beef this YSG because he shared it to 10 people. If this viewer count keeps going up, then he's doing me a massive favour. I'll take the stick on the chin. Life's going everyone's way recently. Okay. Yes, Connor, that's coming out next week, to be fair. That has been requested a lot. YSG, if any of these are your mates coming in leaving likes, genuinely thank you. Aidan, there's no proof to say they do or don't, to be fair. Yeah, I know you can't listen to the music. I know it's muted. I didn't YSG. Me and Aaron are actually very, very good friends, to be fair. But if you want to keep typing, I'll keep responding. The more that you comment actually helps my live stream. So ideally, if you can be here for another, we got nothing going on because you're in a TikTok chat. Obviously, you might be on lunch or something. If you've got half an hour left, then please stay in. Waiting for the Thomas Frank rebuild. Wouldn't say it to your face. I probably wouldn't, to be fair, because I'm in here 16, 17 hours a day. But also, it's quite interesting that I guarantee you probably feel quite big typing that in the chat. For someone that's streaming Football Manager, you probably know they're not going to be much of a fighter. I imagine you're the next Anthony Joshua, right? So, yeah. Oh, what is going on? Oh, there they go. Right, let me quickly mute up. Let these old dogs out. 1 second, chat. Right, well, we did mute up, so you can hear the barking, but that's all good. Oh, things are popping off, man. Right, we're back. Right, they're running in the garden now. We're good. Right, I've got to catch up on the chat. Oh, we are 1-0 up as well, to be fair. Not bad for someone that makes bad tactics, huh? I'm doing great, Mikey. Thanks for that, brother. I'm not having an opinion on that, Dan. I have used him, Connor. He's very good. I don't really have meal deals, to be fair. Yeah, the doggo's on a mad one. I think it's seen a squirrel on the fence, I'll be real. Tips on how to get next level 5 seasons. What's your ultimate goal in that save? When you say top level, do you mean Premier League winners, UCL winners? Right, anyway, life's going 6 games to go, 1 point outside of relegation zone with a game in hand. Exactly that, Prince. Exactly that. Exactly that. But the great thing about it is this is what I say to people. Don't, like, I've had it in the past, and this is what happened when I used to stream on Twitch, right? People would start to go, like, really, really on them. Like, Connor, there's no point. Because, Connor, you're a lot better than this guy. This guy's come into a TikTok chat to try and cause an argument on a Wednesday lunchtime. Let him crack on. Like, your time's better well spent. Like, he's just asked you where you're from, Connor. This guy thinks he's something. Just ignore him. Just let him type. He's helping me out massively here. If anything, I should be helping him. I should be helping him. Don't beef him. Like, honestly, don't give him the attention. This guy's probably from, I reckon this guy's probably from Essex. Mummy probably cooks for him every night. Oh, look at me, I'm a hard man. Like, never worked a day in his life. You know, that sort of vibe. Let him crack on. Let him crack on. Like, look at that. Drop your location. Drop your location. This is literally, mate, we are so cooked with the youth today. We are so cooked. Honestly, mental. But it's cool because what will happen is, oh, Kempy, mate, you're calm. You're calm, Kempy. He loves you. You're calm. Don't argue with him. The best thing about it is, he's just followed me as well. I get moaned at by my friends because I use your tactics. Pieface, it is, I've heard that many times from people before. There is a lot of bans been put in place. Right, let me get this dog in. Come on, mate. Come on. In. Barney, come on. Come on. What's your brother doing, huh? Good boys. Oh. Is he coming back down? Where is he gone? Right, sorry about that, chat. Dog just wanted to go out. Don't bother. Good boy. But no, meet me at Aldi. It is just like that guy. Are Brentford massive? Yeah, I mean, I've not really been at my setup for this game. They could be the team that sort of break us down here, to be fair. B for the football manager creator. What is your favourite tactic to make ever? Any manager that's at United, to be fair, is what I personally love. Is that what it is, Prince? Yeah. But no, it's honestly, you know, as what is this? Please, what? Is it mad? I don't want to give him the attention, to be fair. What is his? Yeah, Kempy, I've seen his pin tweet. That, you know, that's why I've let it just go over my head, because there's literally no point. There is literally no point even giving him the time of day. Although, to be fair, because you've got nothing going on, YSG, could you go and check out Fulham for me? I'll put the link in the chat. He uses Haramble tactics. My boy Shay's coming in. There's more of them. Hey, what's good, Project Football? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing well. My boy Shay. It's like the most unintimidating name ever. My boy Shay. I will actually say, I'm going to say this in case it is genuinely going on. If this is rage bait, it's 10-10. I will say. Connor, the best way to play against Haramble is to not overcommit too early. You've essentially got to try and match it. Not go as negative, but you don't want to go all-out attack against Haramble. They'll soak it up and then counter. Simple as that. Timber's shivered. Shay is here. No, it's brilliant because obviously the whole point of why people do this is because maybe things aren't going that well. They're just trying to, just try and make themselves feel better. It's not the best way to do it, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, I've been doing content way too long enough to snap back and swear at them or, say anything that's like that, anything like that. It doesn't look good for brands. It doesn't look good for anything at the end of the day. There's literally no point. But at the same time, what you've got to do is try and keep them in it because people like that actually they help me out big time. So whenever you do content, you just got to basically take it on the chin, accept that there are going to be people that will annoy you, and just get on with it at the end of the day, because they pay your bills. And in fact, YSG, you're doing a good job of that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I rate it as well. Yeah, the Kempi, honestly, that's why I thought I'd say it, because if it is rage bait, the guy's doing it 10-10. Hey, well in Project Football. Love to hear that, man. I signed one player. Alert. Only one player. That is going to be Fernandez. Best right back, is he, Connor? I don't know if it is bait or not, Kempy. What I will say is, it's very much like the longer it goes on, the actual more I really respect it. Because someone that can rage bait this long knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're a serious baiter. They know exactly what sort of buttons to press. Oh, he's come back in. Oh, he hasn't gone, has he? YSG, don't go. Don't go, YSG, mate. I need you in here, son. You're helping me grow. Oh, don't go, YSG. Don't go. Where's Shay? Where's Shay as well? Where's Shay at? What's going on, man? I was about to give you the attention you wanted. I was about to give you that attention that you're desperately craving. Shay! Shay's in the stream. Come on, Shay. Here we go. This is going to get intense now. I reckon it could get more personal here. Nothing to lose vibes, you know what I mean? You may as well attack it. Attack the jugular. Go right for it. I haven't, Connor. Why are you starting on YSG? Yes, this is like EastEnders. This is what I stream for. This is what I stream for. How are we doing though, Sharky? This is what my guys. YSG. Because I'm from ends in that Shay. Come on, G. Is that what you speak like? Is that what we're saying? Why are you starting on YSG? It's such a honestly mind-boggling. What? Don't mess around. There's money on your head. How much out of interest? Because Brighton. Yeah, it's bait. No, you were doing such a good job until you said Brighton. You were doing such a good job until you said Brighton. No, Kempy, they've ruined it because the rage bait was brilliant. If they would have said like a bit of an intimidating location, I could have brought it. Brighton's not intimidating. Are you messing with my block, G? I'm not being funny, mate. One, I think the only time I would ever go to Brighton would be to watch a football game. If United were playing them. Why else would I be going to Brighton? No disrespect to Brighton, by the way. But I've got no reason to go there. Oh, it's cute, isn't it, this? It is cute. Bless him. I have a set of skills. I will find you. Yes, Antonio. Mainly, I can tell you the favourite one I've made this year, to be fair. I have got a lot of free backs coming out. There weren't a lot at the start because I was struggling to make them, to be fair. The Johan Cruyff one's good with elite teams, to make that very clear. I would say that one's probably your go-to, or for everyday use, the brilliant 3-4-2-1 with Martinez on the thumbnail. Oh, God, did that come in? Disallowed, okay. Can tell school's out for lunch. This is what I mean, though. This is why phones shouldn't be allowed in school. Shoot more often's a good start, Jacob. Shoot more often's a very good start. Get more sort of shots on goal. Logically, it should be more goals. Not a guarantee, but logically. Oh, couldn't you, mate? You're an absolute diamond. I've got an Arteta tactic, Jay, on the YouTube you can copy. Now, this guy is solid. His account has me scared. Nah, it is brilliant, though, because do you know what as well? I've actually got respect for people like YSG and Shay because they make streaming like almost have its own storylines. Like without these people putting in their time, this stream, you know, might not have this side to it. It's absolutely brilliant. He doesn't have shots on target. What's his composure, Jacob? What's his composure? How long do kids get for lunch at school nowadays anyway? Although, to be fair, these lot are solid. They'll take it into class. Billy, you're telling me, mate, that the respect isn't there. You know what I mean? Just for adults, it's not there. It's completely gone. Completely gone. Ooh. I wonder if Eliza is from the same group of people. Bro, I'm not even going to read that out. Because this is the other thing. Well, to be honest, it's common sense anyway. I know if I bite back at any of these that affect brand deals, it affects anything going forwards. Just let them crack on. Let them crack on. But they've got to be going back into class soon. You know what I mean? It's France in season 5. Jacob, what have you got any have you got a lot of people feeding him? Like, have you got your wingers trying to assist him as much as he can? Like, is he having a lot of shots and they're all off target? Or is he having little shots but they're all off target? Like, is he having a lot or a little? Our Christmas break, to be fair, Harry, it could be. It could be. I mean, mate, I knew TikTok. I mean, by the way, I'll be honest, we're up to 31 viewers. I genuinely couldn't care what gets said at this point. Genuinely, this is brilliant for me. This is the TikTok's flying, so I do appreciate it, people. I mean, if there's a world where we can get, you know, an entire gang, an entire crew into the stream, we'll take it. Thanks for the follow. Yes, a little bit dead in at Pie Face. A little bit dead. Kempy, mate, you've got to get your sort of slang up to date to understand this, I will say. Hey, thanks for the follow, Charlie. 51 viewers. Okay, yeah, now there's something dodgy going on. But I will say, if you are new here, please do follow. And at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, please do keep liking, typing. Anything that you do helps. Thanks for the follow, Kyle. Thanks for the follow, Linux. Thanks for the follow, Caleb. This is golden. Yeah, this will do this. In fact, I tell you what, come back. Make sure you come back because this is golden. Thanks for the follow, Harry. Absolute legends. Now we've got to figure out how we can get them over to the YouTube as well. What's the tactic? The tactic is still being created, mate. It's basically a 4-3-3, a lot of roaming on the inside forwards. It will be a video out after we have won something with the tactic. I've been using that strikerless formation, games to ease now. A lot of people keep talking about the sort of the strikerless system. Number 3, I play Football Manager for a living. Do you think I'm not aware I'm a nerd? I sit here in my chair for 16 hours a day. Do you know, it's one of them. Or actually, I think you're sticking up for me there, sorry. Don't know if you are or not, but I'm fully aware that I'm a nerd. I mean, I literally play Football Manager for a job. Any tips how to hold on to a lead, mate? So with my tactics, I always like to drop back to a defensive version. if you want just general advice, it would be dropping the defensive line, lowering the tempo, making the passes a little bit shorter, something like that. For what team, by the way, good? Let me know. Thanks for the like, Kempy. But no, there's a lot of things you can do to sort of like defend a game out a little bit better. Things like that. Thanks for being in the stream, Charlie, by the way. Yeah, Prince, I imagine being on TikTok will have slowly, like, you know, drained you. So, I understand. Come back to the YouTube, it's a little bit more chill, you know. But it's brilliant. This is my first time I've been live for, like, getting on for 2 hours on TikTok, and the results are absolutely outstanding. So, nothing but love for everyone in the chat, really. I do often wonder, the Tactic B Major is looking beautiful. Looking very, very good. How have you been, by the way? You want to try and find the most basic one, Harry. One with not many instructions, so there's not too many mistakes. Hey, what's good, Xander? Sorry to getting that wrong. Hopefully you're doing well. I mean, we are playing Sunderland. We just got, did we lose to Brentford? We did. We got battered by Brentford. We didn't get battered. We lost to Brentford. But we have been on a decent run, to be fair. Cobby needs to get on that pitch. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Thanks for following the stream, by the way. Anyone... Okay, so that's a very interesting post. And that is something which means that you are doing something right, as weird as that sounds. What I will do with that account is I will, block that one, because obviously it's a little bit mental, and I will report it because it's also impersonating me. But at the same time, the best thing about that is someone has taken time out their day to pretend to make an account surrounded by me. We've made it already. Too funny, Kempy. Too funny. Hey, so I stream now, Xander, on YouTube, on both channels, and also on TikTok. So make sure you come on over to the YouTube as well. It's a lot more sort of, well, better quality would be the word I'd use, to be fair. But I appreciate it. I used to think you and Kempy were the same people. Interesting. No, I mean, he's a great friend, but we're not the same person. We don't even sound alike, by the way, which is quite interesting. What team are you playing as, LM? Again, anyone new to the TikTok live, make sure you follow, leave likes on the stream, and jump over to the YouTube as well. Keep your head up, Josh. We appreciate you, mate. Gio, well, I mean, that is a very, very nice thing to say, by the way. Hopefully that's not a, hopefully not a troll. Any comment that I get is that's negative or anything like that, I really don't care about it. At the end of the day, it actually is surprising that people don't understand that leaving any comment, positive or negative, helps me. So I'm quite lucky that I've got a mindset where I understand that. But it's also nice, hopefully you're not trolling with that comment, otherwise it's 1-0 you, that people also look out. So that is nice as well. Final of the UCL for treble. Mate, that's a very good first season, by the way. Hey, I appreciate that, Gio. Absolute legend. Thanks for the follow as well. Means a lot, man. Imposters. Imposters, Prince. Okay, I play Chelsea. What tactic are you using, mate? Are you using like one of your own, or are you using one of mine, using one of someone else's? Because obviously, if you tell me a bit about it, I might be able to help you out. Didn't know you streamed on TikTok. So it's very recent. We actually stream on Daily Josh, and also we'll block that account as well. I mean, it takes me a second. It takes them longer to make them. But yeah, we stream on both YouTube channels and TikTok now. So if you want like a better view, I'll come over to the YouTube, either channel. But obviously, if you're just on your phone, this is why we're on TikTok as well. I do appreciate it a lot, people. Yes, well, Kieran, we do console tactics. All of them are on the Patreon because it's not my platform of choice, and a lot of my, or majority, like 80% of my audience, all on PC. But I do occasionally post the odd console tactic for everybody. So if there's one that you like, then go ahead. I will not block you for that, YSG, because ideally, what would happen from this is you keep that profile picture so that my face just goes out there, and ideally you keep that up until middle of next year. Can you keep it at least for the next few months? Just so basically then if I start putting my faces on thumbnails, there's more chance of it happening. 4231, Kyle. Okay, perfect, LM. So with that, I can tell you right away. So with that, if you look at the defensive version, you'll see the differences, right? If that's not working for you, simply lower the line when you're a goal or something up. If you want to make the tactic a little bit more stable, you won't score as many goals, drop the line from minute one, simply by one. Dropping the line has a big effect this year. It's pretty much one of the only things I do, from balance to defensive. It makes a real big change. Thanks for the follow, NUFC Collector. So far, your tactics have been working on my console. That's beautiful to hear. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, the love we receive is massive compared to the hate we receive. So who am I to... You can't have it all in this life, can you? Simple as that. You can't have it all in this life. Man United is easy mode. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's easy mode. I'd say there's definitely got a set of challenges. They are the team that I support, though, so that's why we're playing with them. Super important, Gio. Super important. YSG, I'm going to give you one warning for that, because obviously it's not true, and that is obviously slander. Not that you probably understand what that means, but one more comment like that and you will be blocked, just because that is slander. Thanks for the follow, Mitchell. How are you though, Divock? Even Jesus had haters, not that I'm comparing myself to him. Hey, I hear you, Kieran. I hear you. I hear you. Who are at Liverpool up next? This will be a tricky game. This will be a tricky one. It is Manchester United. Right. In that case, we will, because that is now, he's sticking it. He can go for that one. So it is Manchester United, MRed, purely because I support them in real life. And it's my first stream back. And obviously, United are a very big name. And a lot of people support them. Chances are a lot of people will come and see what I'm doing. And then next up, we're going to be doing like a real low league English team is what I'm going to go for. That's the sort of aim. Some guys are so weird. Thanks for the likes, Drew. Kyle, it is what it is, man. Questions, are YouTube streams more toxic than Twitch? No, YouTube's very professional. I'm also live on TikTok as well, by the way. Buddy, thanks for coming into the stream, by the way, mate. Essentially, TikTok is essentially, it is what it is. There's young people on TikTok, obviously. I stream on there to get exposure to the YouTube. It is what to expect. On YouTube, things are very strict, to be honest with you. So it's really, it's a great place to stream. Kieran, I mean, if you want to help, I would say YouTube, to be fair. Obviously, it also is in a proper dimension format. The quality's better. And we'll be multi-streaming onto Twitch as well soon. So you can take your pick. Obviously, TikTok's more just for people to swipe through and say, oh, this guy's decent, I'll go check him out, sort of thing. I just focused on the videos, Kieran, and it did work, to be fair. But we are back into the streaming now. Yeah. I appreciate that, LM. I appreciate that a lot, mate. Thank you, Steve. Do you know what, Stefan? That's good. Hi, mate. Are you on Twitch? Would like a good FM streamer? I'm on YouTube, on Josh Daily and Daily Josh, on the graphics. Hopefully you can see on TikTok. We will also be on Twitch in a couple of weeks' time when I get that page set up. I do appreciate the love, by the way. Hi, Josh, watching from Singapore. Love your tactic making and club rebuild. That is my go. Absolute love for that. And yeah, TikTok is for kids. You're going to get toxic vibes on TikTok, but it's such a powerful tool to use, to the point where if people want to come in here and, you know, speak a little bit of slander, I can deal with that. At the end of the day, I'm sensible enough to understand that I know what they're after. They want me to snap back. They want me to put my career at stake. It's not going to happen. Obviously, I've been doing this now for getting on for 3 years. I'm very mature to the point of where I know I gain nothing from snapping back directly, swearing, getting myself in trouble, you know, all of that stuff. I'll sit here living the life that I've dreamt of living, and just taking the positive comments from everybody, which is absolutely world class. You know, the people that support me are some of the nicest people I've ever met. So I am not going to let a handful, 20, 30, 50, 60 people get in the way of the 40k people who are very, very nice. You know, it's not how it works. And that goes to advice for everyone, by the way. I will say, thanks for the love, by the way, on TikTok, people. What a nice bloke, don't deserve the hate. I'll message you code for FM before Xmas to give away. You don't have to do that, Gio. I mean, I would obviously give it away. It would mean a lot, but you don't have to, man. Absolute legend. I appreciate that a lot, Jan. That does mean a lot as well. Absolute icon. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that going over to YouTube. Would you say wingers are the most important to strengthen? I would say depending on the system. Now, a lot of people have had a lot of struggle with getting their striker to score. If you're one of them people, wingers are your best friend, yeah. They are your best friend. Eliza, one more warning and then you will be blocked as well. I don't mind if it's anything about me, like about appearance, about anything like that. But when you obviously is slander, that's when we have a bit of a legal issue. So one more warning, otherwise you will be blocked as well. I know you won't care about that because obviously you're leaving hate comments. But if you want to save a bit of hate for another day, just switch on a little bit. Right, let's go over to Liverpool right now and hopefully get something out of the game. To stop shooting, Charlie, I don't want to sound the cheesy option. Have you tried to have shoot less often on? I'm not being sarcastic when I say that, by the way. I appreciate that, Webby. Absolute legend. Thanks for being in the stream, man. Shoot less often is a lot of people forget it. A lot of people don't even realize, or not realize, but forget to put it on. But shoot less often is a good one. Got an online one with got an online with United, and my solo is Norwich. Okay, how's that going, Kyle? What's good, Marshall? Oh, Manchester United. By the way, if you want to see it in full dimension, we are live on YouTube, Josh Daly and Daily Josh. Prince, absolute love. Love from everyone today, by the way. It's amazing to actually see we've got a lot of love. It does mean the absolute world. And like I said, we're doing our thing, you know? How many teams have you got in there, Enred? How many teams? That sounds fun. Hey, well in, Gio. I love that, man. I love that. I get a lot of love on my Rangers content, on the second channel especially, when it comes to like the rebuilds and stuff. Like they always seem to do quite decent, which is quite nice. Obviously you get the old, then if I go and do a Celtic one, it does rattle a few people, I get it. That must be pretty competitive, Enred, no? That's got to be pretty competitive. Do you think this year is more unrealistic for real life? I won 10-0 with Ipswich. Yeah, it is. This year's a little bit more unrealistic, to be honest with you. I think it will get there, to be honest with you, but it is a little bit more unrealistic. In the top 8. What team are you, Red? Sorry if you did tell me. I may have missed it. It's my fault. Yes, but they still believe they are second coming of Roberto Carlos. The next thing... hey, what's good, George Football Manager? Welcome into the stream. Gio has arrived. I would say change the player role. Just if they're not listening to you, I would then tell them to not go forward as much. That's the other outcome, really. The only other thing you can do. Tom, I don't know. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I can read your comment here though. Only wanted to know. No, yeah, Tom, I don't know why that's happening. That's not me doing that. I was deleting the ones which obviously were, attacking me. But this one, I'm not too sure. What I would say is to go with one of my... Let me have a quick look at my page for a second, and I'll recommend you one that I think will work with low league. I know one that definitely does, because I had a guy who sent me a save file last night on Patreon. So I can request that, but it is a 4-2-3-1. Where's that Leeds fan? Hey, what's good, Kieran? What's good, brother? What's good, Dean? Not really, Dean. Just a probably above average laptop. Welcome into the stream, by the way. Favourite type of football player? I like a defensive midfield player. I like Rodri, and I am a United fan. Sorry. That's my sort of dream player. I like a bit of a DM. I would honestly... So, to be honest with you, Tom... I know the maxed out 4-2-3-1 works with low league teams because I literally had a save file sent to me last night. Thanks for the follow, Connor. Thanks for the like as well. Absolute legend on the old TikTok. Again, anyone on TikTok, make sure you come on over to the YouTubes as well. There's daily videos, daily live streams on there, and loads going on. So I'd advise the maxed out one, Tom. If your players are struggling with the tempo of that, I would then look to go with something that's a little bit more reserved. I would personally go with the Iriola 4-2-3-1, which is described as the FM23, the 4-2-3-1 FM26 tactic that makes any team overachieve, because that's designed to basically be played with smaller teams. So one of them two, mate, but let me know how it goes. You can DM me and I can always help you out. Is that what we're saying, Georgia? Is that what we're saying? Thanks for the follow, Emred, as well. Is there a spec I should be looking for to get the best performance? I don't know the specs off the top of my head. I think you can, if I'm right in saying, specs for FM26. So it recommends at least 4GB RAM, 12GB recommended, a pretty standard processor. I'd Google it, mate, to get the exact ones. That's personally what I would do. I'd love to hear that, Emred. When you say pretty new, I'm still pretty new. I've been playing since FM22. I'm not like a championship manager guy, so it's nice to bump into people that are quite new as well. Hey, no worries, Tom. Is he okay in that position? The Deniz tactic's also a decent one, but it's quite out there. It's quite attacking. So maybe for a low league team, potentially not. Onana, please get out of the goal. Layman's can go right on there. And we will take these off the bench as well. We'll get Alte on. Rasmus obviously out on loan. I sort of want to keep playing this man here. Yeah, it's all good, Emred. Honestly, don't yeah, okay, that's your last one then. That's your last one, Eliza. Like I said, I don't care if you say anything about my appearance. I don't care if you mock me. I don't care what you do. But when it's slander, I'm in too much of a good situation to allow you to do that. So that's not going to run. Mock an appearance, what I do for a job, you can go ahead. That has no impact. When it comes to actually potentially harming it, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You're not going to get away with it. And I know you can go and make another account, but I would just say, don't spend your time trolling online. Go and make something of yourself. Like, I'm just trying to help. Just try and make something of yourself. Try hard in school. It's something that I wish I'd done better. There's no need to be toxic online. Just do you actually walk back and think, do you know what? I've had a good day today. You know what I mean? It's mental. I've been playing since 2022, Kieran. Yeah, I have. But no, just go and achieve something, man. Work hard. Right, let's see what we can do then. Malasia, thanks for the follow, 2797. I do appreciate it. We will get Wolves and Sunderland fan join. That's an interesting one. I will play Shaw, I think. Oh, he's injured. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Thanks for the follow, Ash. And Dorgu's injured. No wonder why Malasia was playing. Injury galore. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So, I appreciate that, George. Absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. What have we got going on there? Okay, we're all good. We're all good. What tactics do you use for United, mate? I'm struggling to find one that works. I mean, this one is brand new. It's doing really well this season, although we are about to go and play Liverpool, so we'll see what happens. I would use, to be honest, one of my 4-3-3s, to be honest, Ash. The Lewis Enrique one would be quite good for it. Obviously, I'm just trying to make one live so I get more content out of it. So, yeah, there's also the option of just copying this one from what you see. I'm not going to do like a video on it yet, purely because it's not complete. Thanks for the follow as well, Ash. I do appreciate that a lot. Yeah, Football Manager, like, at the end of the day, I'm expected to get hate, right? This is why, like, you look at someone like the big boys in this scene, like an Omega Luke, for example. He gets it, everyone gets it. Like, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, you're not doing well if you're not getting hated. That's a very, very... I think that's Pitbull that said that. It's one of them things. You are going to get hated on, and it all comes down to how well you can manage that. Good goal there, to be fair, from who is that? An interesting player. Which team should I manage on FM, do you think? Well, you're a Wolves and Sunderland fan. I've never seen that crossover. I'm going to go with... I want to go Wolves. Would you mind doing Wolves? I appreciate that, Kieran, a lot, man. Yep, the drinking stream was something. Do you reckon, Antonio? I would go with Wolves, mate. I would go with Wolves, to be honest with you. I would go with Wolves. Personally, what have we got here, then? Out of possession for they're negative, man. Then Juicebox, I will be streaming on Twitch soon. At the moment, I'm multi-streaming on Josh Daily YouTube and Daily Josh. I'll get Twitch into the mix soon. Just at the moment, my PC seems to sometimes struggle doing too much. So I'm keeping it quite reserved at the moment, to be honest with you. Thanks for the follow, Will Sunderland fan. Again, anyone that's on the TikTok, make sure you come on over to the YouTubes as well. There's daily videos across both channels, not daily videos on both, but there's videos daily across both. So 4 and 3, 3 and 4, and there's also streams. Thanks for the follow, Liam, as well. Absolute love to everybody that's in here, by the way. It does mean the world. It really, really does. As Sesko is going to go through an equaler. What the? Wow. Okay, that's an interesting batch. That's an interesting goal. What I will say to people is, what is that? Oh, dog's laying underneath my feet. I wonder what it was. Yeah, so Wolves and Sunderland fan. Hey, Juicebox, welcome in, brother. When we start doing Twitch, obviously, the Toby, thanks for the follow as well, we won't be able to play copyright music. Because obviously we're still live on YouTube. So I will make that very, very clear as well. That we can't do that, of course. And that's the one downside to multi-streaming, right? I'll be honest with you. But it's good that I can be live across every platform that I want to be, and sort of try and, you know, reach new people, ideally. I'm going to quickly put out a TikTok, which might actually get more people come into the TikTok live when a video goes out. For anyone interested in content at all. That's already done. Right, we'll get that out. How's it going for your pie face? Well deserved. I appreciate that, George. I appreciate that. Like, from this game here, I'll take a point, by the way. I will say. I'd happily take a point. Kempy, I don't know if you're still in here, but I've seen the pictures you sent me. Yeah, I can on Twitch, Juicebox, but obviously if I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, I can't. Like, I don't, unless I can split up the audio tracks, I don't know if I can do that. There's still a lot for me to learn, to be honest with you. Connor, thanks for the follow. Absolute legend. Why is that TikTok taking long to upload? Shouldn't be. I just don't want to get in trouble on the YouTube side, do you know what I mean? We are going to make some subs here. Okay, we've got a few people down on their sharpness here. I mean, to be, it's my fault. I've not been playing them. Amag can come on for a little bit of pace. We'll get Cobby on. Who, I mean, Bruno's quite tired, to be fair. That's a bold move. I'm going to get Xerxes on. I'm going to get Xerxes on as well. Get a big Xerxes on. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is it completely cracked, Kieran, is it? Is it, like, completely butchered? There's nothing worse than the cracked laptop screen, man. Not when the rest of the laptop works. Yes. Yes, Juicebox. The FM shirt is framed. I remember a comment actually about me doing that. I do remember that. Casemiro to be the hero. Maybe not. We'll see. To be fair, a point here is fine. It puts me still on the same path. Slayer, fantastic question. Anybody get your opinions in on this? Do we think Salah will play for Liverpool ever again? I don't think he will. I think it depends if Slot gets sacked. I'm not going to go into hypotheticals. If Slot stays for a bit, I don't think he gets played. Not after what he said. No chance. No chance. Not a chance. We'll take a point there. Away as well, we'll take it. One more game, then he goes. Relentless, I like it. Relentless. A bit of the issues on the morale as well, to be fair. But we're second in the league. I mean, that was actually an important game, to be fair. Nah, he's done. One more game then to say bye to the fans. Damn. See, I'm quite a big believer in say what you think, so I actually quite liked what Salah done, but I can see as a Liverpool fan why you would be absolutely fuming. I can see why. I can see why. But I don't know. I mean, right. we'll get what right. One in the chat if you think Salah is still a good player. 2 if you think it's time for him to move on. Like, I want to see what people think here. 2, 1. Split decisions. Okay. Two. Hey, what's good, Jack, by the way, on the Daily Josh channel? Absolute legend. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, to me, Mo Salah is such a big name, isn't he? He's such a big name to the point of where, like, he's lost all respect for me. That is the thing, though. Like, are there a lot of people that will just want him gone now, not because of performance, but because of what he'd done? In a way, now please let me finish my sentence here, because I'm not saying he's as good. I imagine Liverpool fans feel the same way as what United fans did with Garnacho when he turned on them, turned on his own club. And I am not saying that Garnacho is as good as Mo Salah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's how I imagine they feel. That's how I imagine they personally feel. That's what I would go off. Right, let me try and find this anyway quickly. Welcome on in, Dan. Thanks for the follow, James. Salah wasn't even the worst player when he was playing. I really like Salah. What's good, Dan? I really like Salah, but maybe it's just me. Could just be me. Did I... I don't know where it is. It's going to show you something to do with Salah. Not sure. I did have a video on it, to be fair. I'm not going to show it anyway. I'm on YouTube. Your Patreon is class, definitely worth it. It feels like I've got a salesman in there. But, James, I appreciate it, mate. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I do put a lot of effort into the Patreon because people show a lot of love to it. So, you know, if anyone wants to get, like, all the tactic files, rebuild files, ultimate save files, set pieces, training, early access, Patreon exclusive tactics. There's endless stuff, access to giveaways. There's loads of stuff, man, on the Patreon. There is going to be a discount coming up in a few days as well to celebrate Christmas. So even if you join as a free member and wait for that to pop, I would definitely recommend it for anyone that plays a lot of Football Manager. Obviously, also every video is ad free on there. A lot of people just sign up for that, to be fair. But I do appreciate it. Tom, nothing wrong with the camera. It's TikTok. I've got to stream for a few more days to essentially unlock the virtual camera, which then means I can just capture what OBS captures. So it's actually just I've got to stream for a few more hours, not days. I think I said days. Days. Thanks for the follow there, Matt. This is brand new. This is a brand new one. Literally brand new. Not very long at all. I just think it's time for to move on. I would agree, Jack. I would agree. I'm a Liverpool fan on the Salah's side over Slots. I think a lot of Liverpool fans would be, you know. A lot of Liverpool fans want Slot gone anyway. So, you know, this is probably a good time to do it. Thanks for the follow, Brownie. Thank you for the follow. Oh, maybe we don't start them then. I mean, Malassi is going to have to play because we've got countless injuries at left back. Like, countless. Thumbs up to you too, Brownie. Yes, Kieran, we're going to be multi-streaming on there. We're always going to be live on YouTube. We're always going to be live on both channels on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. For anyone that's in the TikTok now that wants a better quality live stream, I would recommend going to either one of my YouTubes because we're live on both of them and you get to see it in full dimension as well. And the quality is obviously going to be a lot better. But yeah. Right, let's see what we can do. Honestly, Billy, I don't. Do you keep the same? I honestly don't. I change through. So at the minute, I'm only like 9 games in. So I'm seeing, like, I'm going to review this like halfway through the season, go through all the stats, which I'll probably do on stream so you can understand what I do for everyone. And we're going to see what the weaknesses are and then make variants based around it. Hey, well in, Billy. Thanks for the follow. Max, you're a goat as well, man. Thanks for the love, brother. But no, I'll do that on stream, actually. It'll be quite interesting because I'll go through all of the games, look at the stats, and we'll see what the weaknesses are, and we'll try and build variants off that. Like, one of the weaknesses that we did have that doesn't seem to be going right now, is not with us any longer, is the fact that we were conceding early on. We've sort of got that out of our DNA right now. I'll be honest, possession, we're quite mediocre in. It depends on the opposition. We suck against big teams when it comes to possession. But then if we're winning games, I don't really care. But we're second in the league. We were. I don't know if that's changed. Thanks for the follow, Billy, as well. Absolute legend. Again, we have got 2 YouTubes. So if you do like the TikTok, Josh Daily and Daily Josh on YouTube. Loads of videos pretty much every day and live streams. So make sure you go on over there as well. Absolute legends. Yeah, it's always a fun experience live streaming because you can sort of, get your chat involved and... just really fun. And you get lovely comments from Brownie like that. I've used your Cruyff tactic with Atletico Madrid and wow, goals, goals, goals. That is what you get with that tactic. You do concede the odd goal. I'll be honest, I'm sure you've experienced that, Brownie. But yeah, it is a goal machine. Bang on the money there, Juice. Bang on the money. Bang on the money. I think possession in this game you don't get rewarded for enough, to be honest. Wow, that was interesting. That was interesting. Right, I'm going to try and show you guys this this whole schedule. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tomazak. Welcome in. Tomazik, sorry. Yes, Tom, after this save, 100%, brother. We're going to do one with my local club. Although maybe I shouldn't, because then those real tough people in TikTok chat will come and find me, won't they? Thanks for the follow, brother. Thanks for the follow, Jack. Oh, that's a challenger one, Adam. Let me know how that goes, by the way. They've still got Van Heck, not for much longer. I'll go and poach him. Go on, in the air. Go on, Mount. Mount's been active in this team, Mount's been very active in this team. Like, he deserves it as well, by the way. I'm a big fan of Mount. That deserved a goal, that passage of play. Unlucky. Unlucky. We are going to, Max, in the new year, because obviously not everyone's fortunate enough to have the game before Christmas. After Christmas has been in the new year, I am going to be doing a lot more community-driven streams, because at the end of the day, without you guys, I am literally nothing. So I want to spend as much time as I can with you, get to know you, have some fun. It's difficult to, obviously, play a whole season. So I think what I'm going to do is basically get a batch of people in. We'll play 10 to 15 games, finish it on the night, whatever the league says is the outcome, because it's hard to do a whole save over a week because people have got stuff going on. Everybody's got different lives, if you know what I mean. Sesko, man. I enjoy, that sounds really arrogant actually, but I enjoy winning, Brownie. So I'm going to go with a boring 4-2-3-1. For fun, it would be a Cruyff tactic. It would be fun. Much love for that Wolves Sunderland fan. What's good, Icy? How have you been, mate? Long time no see. Hey, well in, Adam. Well in. Well in. But no, anyone that wants to take on, a bit of a league save with me, just make sure you're in the streams. It's not going to be like you got to be a sub or anything. We're just going to do first come, first serve. When I say a sub, obviously, like even when we stream on Twitch, you're not going to have to pay to play in it. First come, first serve. By then, obviously, we'd have been streaming for over a month. We probably would built up a little bit, hopefully. And yeah, we'll do a few of them, man. Mazraoui! Oh, mate, we deserve to lead this game, man. Gee, Zeus. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes on the old TikTok. Again, anybody watching on TikTok, make sure you come on over to both of the YouTube channels. And yeah, because we have, well, to be honest, I don't think we have. I'm not sure if we have. I don't think we have this stream. I can do it. Because we don't stream on Twitch, I will be doing this. I mean, we've been live for getting on for 2.5 hours, and I have not even mentioned it. But I will plug it purely because I feel like, why not? We do have a Patreon, so this is what you get for all the Patreon members. Obviously, we don't stream on Twitch at the minute, so this is like plug-in for a Twitch Prime, something like that. You can come and check me out on Patreon. You get all of these perks right here. That does obviously include every tactic I make, mobile, console tactics, 2 Patreon tactics a week, set pieces training, loads of stuff, and there will be a lot more, like tactics from stream will go on there very early, and also we're going to be playing FM a lot more, so there is going to be a lot more to, a lot more going on. Like, the ultimate aim for me is to essentially have my laptop, you can't see me here, can you? Essentially here, where I'll be simming a rebuild, and we can also be streaming, so there will be more content coming. Let me tell you that. Right, let me reply. Sorry, I've missed a couple of comments here, my bad. See if we get a goal. I'm going to pause this for a second, because I don't want to mess that up. Yeah. Mate, RAM prices, Kempy was saying this the other day, RAM prices are mental apparently at the moment. Best thing about these updates is that every shot is juice, bang on the money. I made a tactic. Hey, what formation was it, Jay? What we saying? What we saying? What we saying, buddy? Penalty, 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 penalty. Thank you very much. Get the card out as well. Disgusting. Get the cards out. He's outside the box, isn't he? No penalty. Yeah, maybe a little bit optimistic, should I say. Welcome into the stream, Ethan. 5-2-1. I don't think I've done a tactic on a 5-2-1-2. Very interesting formation. I might go attacking here. We've been dominating them. Little ball over the top. Oh, yeah, that was going to get interesting, that one. Welcome in, Connor. Oh, mate, we can't hit a barn door. We've been all over this team, man. Been all over them. I'm going to get Kinder and Boimo off. I'm going to get Ahmad on. Also, I'm going to get Cobby on. Game ruined twice. Mate, with all these updates, save files getting absolutely killed. I do know your pain. I do know your pain. Ahmad. He's just come on. Mazraoui. Into Ahmad. Hits it. Oh, mate, come on. Have a day off. Hey, much love, Juice. I do appreciate you checking out the stream, by the way, on TikTok and on YouTube. It does mean a lot, buddy. And if I'm not live later, I'll definitely be live again tomorrow. So hopefully I see you again. 4-2-3-1. I hear you, Jay. It's always the goated formation. What are even the 6 trophies? Yes, what 6 trophies are available? I haven't, Brownie, but that will be sort of merged with my lower league save, because there's going to be a lot of that going on. So I'll make sure I have a bit of an influence on that for you. Get that involved. Trying to figure out a tactic, Bobby, because I spend, like I said, I've had people come in here call me nerd at, countless times today. I know I'm a nerd. I sit in this chair for 16 hours a day making Football Manager tactics. I am a nerd. I remember the name, Ellis. I'm a big nerd, but that's my favourite bit, is learning tactics and learning what to do when you're in different situations. So, you can call me a nerd. Frostino, I obviously know. I know Frostino. What's your favourite part? I've answered that. That was my bad for repeating it. Only answer I got was they are still trying to fix... Yeah. They're still trying to fix a lot of stuff, man. Like, I don't know any insights, I will say I don't know any sort of magical... Like, penalty! Have a day off, ref, will ya? Thanks for the follow, Ellis. Hey, well in, Jay. The engine's improved, Peter. The engine's improved. Am I going to sit here and say it's perfect? No. Thanks for the follow, Caden. It's not perfect. Of course it's not perfect. But at the same time, I'm just... I try and look at things from a positive point of view. Hey, well in, Brownie. Well in, I like that. I was very sort of like in the middle when FM come out. Bit of me liked it, bit of me didn't. I was very honest. And I'll say this. I think it's bad that they released a game with so many bugs to the point where now we're actually reliant on so many updates. Thanks for the follow as well in the TikTok. And Adam, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. But we also have to be, like, now they're trying to fix it, they're rolling out updates. I will sit here and say, I'm not going to sit here and slate them for trying to improve their mistakes. In life, you sometimes need to redeem yourself. And if they can do that this year, I think that's a big statement. Bruno Fernandes, mate, you're having a giggle, aren't you? You're having an absolute giggle. The fact we've only won this game by 1-0 is mental. Absolutely mental. Been all over this team. All over them. All over them. All over them. Oh, that... Honestly, Malassi has been class, you know. How are we, though, Serenity? Could put a challenge in, to be fair. Could put a challenge in, to be fair. Could put a challenge in, to be fair. Oh, you said Malassi was good. Could put a challenge in, to be fair. Calm that down. Calm that down. Thanks for the likes, by the way, people. Absolute legends on the TikTok. Make sure you come on over to the YouTubes, by the way. Josh Daily and Daily Josh. There's tons of content, tactics, rebuilds, and the live streams are on there as well. Make sure you come and check it out. Thanks for the follow, Peter. Thanks for the follow, everyone, by the way, on TikTok. Absolutely mental. The graphics are a lot better, right? They are definitely a lot better. I always cut out online with friends. Do you know if that is an issue with the game? I think I've heard it, yeah. I'm sorry. Whenever someone says an issue with the game, chances are yes. I don't... It's horrible to say. God, I don't like to admit there's loads of mistakes, but yeah, chances are it is. That's why a lot of like the big boys, like, I think that's the reason maybe why like the network save with Benji and that, they're not doing until it's completely fixed, I think. I'm not sure. Hang on a second. We've just gone a bit more defensive, and of course Mount misses. Thanks for the follow, Peter. Okay, match engine and EAFC 26 career mode, obviously not as advanced as this. I don't think career mode's anywhere near as advanced as this in terms of the realism. But then, for a content perspective, FIFA's obviously a lot more attractive on the eye. Thanks for the follow, Mano. Welcome in. How is that old TikTok doing on that we put up today? Decent, to be fair. Very decent. Nico Paz on a free agent. Fair play, fair play. Load of trophies from you there, Jay. American friends? What tactics do I use right now? So it's just a tactic that I'm making. It is going to be sort of... It's not going to be a video yet because there is still a lot of work to actually, you know, understand this tactic as a whole, to be honest. In terms of, like, what's going on, this is what I've done so far. I am quite happy with it because after this loss, I tweaked it. So this is sort of irrelevant from this stream onwards. We've lost once today and it was against Brentford, which is a bit bad, but, you know, we bounced back quite well. I'm happy with a point against Liverpool. Happy with the win against City, big time. Yeah, it's just a work in progress, to be fair. Yes, sorry, I keep saying Manel. We do stream on TikTok, but also we are live on YouTube. Josh Daily and Daily Josh on the socials. You can see on TikTok. Make sure you come on over. And yeah, this tactic is definitely just one that we're making. It's not perfect. We're essentially probably going to get to, I probably want to say maybe... If we actually look in the Premier League, I mean, at the moment, most goals, most clean sheets. So, you know what I mean? Possession's out the window, but everything else is good. Top of the league. When we played like 16 games, I'm going to go through all of them and actually look at what I can improve, which there will be stuff we can improve, hence why it won't be a video. It will be going on the Patreon when I end this stream for early access to those that, you know, are in there and obviously are part of the stream as well. But we now take on West Ham in the Cup. Do we go full strength? Do we go full strength? Thanks for the follow, Marshall. Hey, thank you. I recently found your channel and sub right away. Sold? You are an absolute diamond. Much love for that, brother. Ooh, how much money have you got, Dennis? Welcome on to the stream, by the way, brother. Fair play to you, JD. I mean, we're trying. We're trying. Basically, I want to show this because I'm going to make a video soon anyway, basically how you need to download tactics and what tweaks you can do. Because essentially, this is why I want to stream as well, so you can see what I do. I'm going to go through after we're halfway through, and we're going to look at all these games. We're going to see what the weaknesses are. Like, for example, if I'm not mistaken, we did have more possession in that game, but we won 6-2 at the end of the day. We're not that good, really, with possession against top teams. So I'm going to have a variant that is a lot more possession-orientated, so that if I want to play a bit more passive, have a bit more of the ball, we can do it. That's what I'm going to try and do. You reckon go for it, yeah? Stay competitive. Thanks for the likes on the TikTok, people, by the way. Absolute legends. And thank you for the heart, Adam. Sorry, I do not get a notification when that come up. Just put the fries in the bag. Now, why would I do that, Prods? Why would I do that when I've got such a lovely community that has supported me for 2.5 to 3 years? Why would I do that? I wouldn't, but thanks for being in the stream. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. 40 to 50 million euro. Ooh. I always like to go with Marcos Leonardo, Dennis. He's always a good option. Have you got anyone good that's being scouted at all? New features, there's a lot 6 gods, so the entire tactic system is completely changed. What do you mean, 2.5 years? Oh, I thought you were having a pop at my content. At the game. Yeah, the game's been out for 2 weeks. I've been doing content for 2.5 years. Welcome in then, Prods. I'll go with Leonardo. Who else could I suggest? Anybody got any striker recommendations between 40 to 50 million euros to help out a lovely, lovely viewer over on the Twitch? We're not on Twitch, on YouTube. Didn't want to join. I'm trying to think with that price tag. Vitor Roque's a shout. Yeah, I knew he was one of them. We'll block him. They'll be back another day. Lookman's a decent shout. I'm trying to... Let me go on my scouted. Oh, I'm in sort of the middle of the game. Hey, thank you, Steve. Welcome on into the YouTube streams. Absolute legend. Who could you sign? I'm trying to think, 'cause your club as well, like, you know, they're Bournemouth are a good team, but obviously, they're not like top 4, are they? So you're quite limited. Thanks for the follow, Oliver. Billy, I would if you're a top team. As said in that video, obviously, the Johan Cruyff system is designed for top teams. That is a simple fact. If you're not a top team, I can recommend you another tactic as well, though. Igor Jesus is a good shout as well. I'll tell you what, we'll quickly see if I can... Osimhen might be a little bit too pricey. Good suggestion, though. John Duran. I'll just see if like anyone takes my eye if I look on this that I may have used. The prices. He might be cheaper. He might be cheaper on your save, Dennis. Sometimes Barcola you can actually get genuinely for that price tag. Check out Barcola. I've used him a lot. Pavlidis is a good shout. Oh, good question, Jake. Good question. I haven't got FM26 due to uni and not having the PC to run it. I would stick to playing FM24 until if you get that setup that you need. Although, to be fair, you don't need as much as what people think to run this game. I will be honest. I will be very honest with that. Thanks for the follow, BTEC Sports, as well. Samu from Porto's a cheat code. Well in, Will Dunk. Absolute cheat code. Nitro, we will be shortly. We will be shortly. However, it won't be a video for a while until we play the whole season. And we've got 3 variants. Have you got anything installed, Jack, like mods, face packs, anything like that? Because they can cause issues. Hence why I've not got like every mod installed. I don't really install mods this year because they seem to cause a lot. I don't know, Marshall. I've not actually looked. I don't know if he'll be loaded into this. Is he one of these? There you go. He is. That's him, isn't it? Don't have the specs or RAM. I mean, Jack, there is... Are you playing on the latest version of FM, like in terms of doing the update? Thanks for the follow, Jack, by the way. Really nice of you, buddy. If you're playing on the latest version, I hate to say it, it's probably a bug. You could reinstall the game. That might work. Maybe there's just been an error somewhere. That would be where my head goes, personally. I hope it does help. It might be... That is an if, what, a maybe situation. Matty's Tell's also a really good one. Welcome in, Victor, as well. The Spexel Ram. I'd carry on playing FM24 then, mate. If you enjoy Football Manager, FM24 is still going to be a very decent game. Midfield players for 10 million. I don't sign a lot of cheap players. That's the issue. But I have done a couple. This will refresh my memory, I feel. So if I go and have this. So you got 10 million. So we'll look at 10 million and see what we've got. Have I signed any of these? I've signed Kone. Kone's good. Kone's very good. What's good, Venny? Cavani, Evan Nilsson. Your Nancy tactics coming out, by the way, next week, Venny. Who's that, Brownie? Who is that? This is why I want to do some smaller saves, because my knowledge will improve on obviously recommending smaller players. Yeah, I need to do some smaller saves because, you know, managing United, you got a bit more than sort of 10 mil to spend. Nancy, I've got the right man, the Celtic manager. Have I got that confused? I've labelled it as Nancy. I think that was you that requested it. If it isn't, then it's my bad. I may have just had a bit of a mental reset. Potentially. Right, let's see what we can do then. I don't really care about this game. However, we are somewhat competitive, so we probably should actually take it quite serious. Ooh, I mean, I've got an Iriola one, Dennis, to be fair. So if you use a mixture of those three variants, that's what I'd probably recommend, mate. To be fair. No worries, Venny. Been using your Cruyff tactics on online save with my friends and have just won the UCL for it, but I have issues with fitness end of the season. So firstly, congratulations. I'm glad that it worked that well. Secondly, it's a very intense tactic. Obviously, it's very positions changing 24/7. I go with it's so cheesy. 3 golden rules: rest, rotate, train. If you're doing all those 3 things, it could just be a mixture of you needed to build up the squad, get more players in. That's not a good start in the cup. I know I said I don't care about it, but I don't want to go out of it. That would be something that I'd recommend, is them 3 things. Got him for 8 mil at Forest. I don't know who you're on about, Brownie. I'll be honest with you. I might be being a bit dumb, though. Hi, Josh. Going into the game. The table is me, 74. That is close. Good luck, David. A bit of a strange one. Ampadu has always been a good signing for me. Mate, I used him a lot last year, you know. A lot last year. Like, a lot. Go on, Boymo. Get back into the game, sunshine. Mason Mount. Cunha. Malacia. Malacia's, honestly, I don't know how he's wormed his way into the, well, injuries is why he's in the team, but he has done well, man. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Great give and go. Great bit of play. Great bit of play. Please don't concede right away, guys. Yunus Emre Konak. There we go. That's a shout. That's a name I would not remember. Yeah. Cole from Bayern. Another good. To be fair, Bayern have got Pavlovic is a lot. Pavlovic is a baller, but he's a lot of money, I think. Okay. So possessions there. Shots are pretty much equal. With the same with my mates, I'm Chelsea. They were 17th. They were 17th, but I am now like top 5. I'm currently playing 4-4-2. Would you carry on playing it, or would you make something more attacking? If it's recently doing well, I would stick with it, mate, to be honest with you. I think that's another mistake which I and a lot of people make, is changing tactics way too soon. Like a complete reshape of the tactic. Greetings from Indonesia. How are we doing, Hans? Welcome on in. Hopefully you are doing well. Yeah, 8 mil's a good price for him, man. Oh, well, that's the line. That's a defensive line. So that's another thing. You look at that and you're like, right, well, a defensive line just got absolutely torn apart. Now, that's not been an issue for the whole season. It might just be that back 4. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how much we've actually played Maguire and De Ligt together. We have played Euro for a couple of games. But as it stands, we're dominating possession. Shots are pretty equal. Now 1 more. We are the better team on paper, so we're not going to panic just yet. What's good, Postman Pat Jack? Hopefully you are doing well. Love the name, by the way. Hopefully you're doing well. I have West Ham game and you are... Mate, Fair play, David. That is a tight Premier League game, by the way, or a tight season, not game. My favourite midfield player is that Greek. Oh, Karastas. Karastas is, yeah, he's an absolute cheat code. Right, so. Hey, much love, Brownie. Thanks for being in the stream. Have a good day, buddy. We'll see what we can do. There's still time in this game. Still plenty of time. We'll see what we've got in the locker. Fair play, Jack. Fair play. Attacker midfield player, Jack, in my opinion. That's what I would rather between the two. It is, Hans. You have to reinstall it, sadly, mate. Every update, you have to reinstall stuff. It's very annoying. I'm fully aware, but yeah, it is. Essentially, it's what you got to do. Right, we're going to go a bit more attacking here. No worries, Jack. No worries. Thanks for the likes as well. Anyone new, be sure to follow the TikTok live as well. Mark Burnow's a great shout. Cheers from Iceland. Would love a vid on do's and don't. Mate, Alex, that is coming. It's like a tutorial on, like, if you're downloading tactics, how to actually use them and how to make your own. That is going to be happening. So welcome into the YouTube live. I appreciate it a lot, man. Right, we are going to just essentially untick these a little bit and go more expressive. The line, I'm not going to bump up anymore because that has cost us this game already. And we are going to bring on Fernandez at right back. We're going to bring on Cobby for some fresh legs. We are also going to get Ahmad on. And we are going to see if that has any impact. We'll see what happens. Jess is enjoying your live. Okay. Right, let's see what we've got. Mason Mount. Few tactical changes. See what happens. Thanks for the follow, Hans. Thanks for the likes as well, man. Very generous. Come on then, Mount. See what you got in the locker, son. Fernandez just come onto the pitch, to be fair to him, as has this man. Amad Diallo, ball back stick. Cunha leaps, goal. Not gonna talk. That is some good tactical changes. Whether we win it is maybe not enough, but so far, so good with them changes. It got us back into the game. Was that literally the first highlight? I think that was literally the first highlight. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to stick at this, though, because, like, the subs have done well. We're clearly a bit more... What's the word? Unrestricted. I appreciate that a lot, Hans. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I mean, we've been the better team. I'm not angry with the performance. I'm angry with the back line. I think the issue is, I'll pause it and explain what's happened. It's my fault. I play with a higher line. Maguire, I need to sort of use him. He just got done with the high line. Simple as that. That can happen in real life as well. Ronnie Bargy can be cheap if you're a few seasons in, Jay. Genuinely can be quite cheap. Not just saying that either. He's a decent option. Johan Bakayoko can be quite cheap as well. Is Maguire frozen? Manchester United 6 God. We'll take that. We'll take that. And I'll say my piece. I'll say my piece when I see it at the end. I'll say my piece. That, if we win this, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Very, very happy. Oh, we're going. We're flying. Cunha, down the left-hand side. God, that would have been nice with a little cherry on top. You know what I mean? Little cherry on top. And Mbappe 1-0. Comeback complete. And that is why anyone that leaves a negative comment on my FM Scout posts or YouTube posts, come and watch the streams. Come and watch the streams. It's why we're streaming. It's why we're streaming. Speaking utter nonsense online, come and actually look at it. It's what I mean. All you got to do is be here to see it. Comeback complete. Simple. Comeback complete. Bish bash bosh. 2-second job. West Ham dispatched. Welcome in, Alan. Hopefully you're doing all well. So, now we've understood our next variant. I mean, it's very simple, but the next variant right away is going to be like this. I didn't, David. What did you say? I don't usually look at the comments, so let me know what you said. I have got one, Fat Nav, but it's outdated, so I'll do another one. I'll try and schedule it in for next week, mate. Because I don't have many free backs, to be honest with you. Right, so this variant. So all we essentially done, we even stayed on positive, didn't we? No worries, buddy. Yeah, Venny, it's all good. It's all good. It's just like, at the end of the day, so we took that off. We went more expressive. That's all we done. We didn't actually change much. Did we max out the tempo? Does anyone remember? Did we max out the tempo when I changed the tactic, or did I keep it like that? I know I've got everything else the same. Did I max out the tempo? Anyone remember? If not, I'll watch back the stream, because that's the attack and variant pretty much done. You maxed it. That's the extra. I didn't do anything to the player roles. I mean, it's a very simple. I mean, it's a 4-3-3. It can be that simple. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it will do. It will do for now. Fair play. I mean, I'm surprised that little turned that game around, but I'm not going to sit here and complain, am I? I put seriously why people complain. It must be hard to do, and everyone else is just the roles are different. Yeah, I appreciate that, David. I will say, just for anyone that actually does, I don't know if anybody does care or if they don't, but for anyone that maybe thinks that them comments get to me, I can assure you they don't. It actually fuels me. That's why I personally get a lot more passionate and a lot more sort of, not aggressive, that sounds awful, but I put a lot more effort into my content when there is hate existing. So that's why I get quite sarcastic, because it does fuel me. I really channel it in a good way. And I'm genuinely thankful for people that do that. Genuinely. Exactly. 100% being honest. The same thing sort of happened when I first come into the space. Simple as that. I can arm, and that is now 2 people that have asked for that. 2 people. I will make that a priority. Thanks you, and if you are new to the TikTok, make sure you follow the TikTok and come and subscribe to both of the YouTube channels. Absolute legends. Do appreciate that. Thanks for the follow, Armin. No worries, Fat Nav at all. No worries at all, brother. No worries. Exactly, God. I'm not fussed about it. At the end of the day, whether you make content or you don't, we all know what the social media world is. Those who leave hate comments want to be the person they're leaving a hate comment on. And you go down one or two paths. You either bite, you start swearing at them, you start attacking them, and then you lose things such as brand deals and opportunities, or you bounce back with a bit of sarcasm, you stay silent, you do something like that, it gets really under their skin, and it's brilliant. And you can tell because they get more and more aggressive, and they get more and more desperate to try and get a reaction. And having done this now for quite a few years, I really know how to push the buttons. Thanks for sharing the live, R-Man, as well. You can pick the best tactic you have ever done. What would it be? What team, LM? Because there's always what team is my answer, because it can differ so much. It can differ so much. Rodrigo Mora is incredible. Yes, he is incredible. Chelsea. Ooh. Go on, David. Does it have to be like off a manager, LM? Does it have to be off a manager? After how many seasons do you think I could be able to compete in UCL Manager Olympiacos? 4. I'm going to go with 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Depending on what your budgets are looking like, Baz. Thanks for the rose as well. I do appreciate it. Absolute legend. I'm doing great, Tom. More importantly, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. I can't lie, you're a better man than me. You're a better man than me because I would have had the crash out of the century. No point, mate. No point. I can see your point. Hey, thanks for the gifts as well. This feels like a whole new different universe on TikTok. I do appreciate it as well. Absolute legends. LM, I'm going to go with the maxed out 4-2-3-1. But you need to make sure you keep your team fit. You got good training schedules and you rotate because it demands like an absolute madness. If you mean winning it, competing, my idea of competing is essentially semi-final upwards. To win it, maybe like 5 years, 6. It depends really on what your budgets are like. Honestly, Ruben, I'm not sure. Definitely for a little bit longer. We are live a lot this week anyway, so I will say the people on the TikTok, make sure you do come and subscribe to the YouTubes as well, purely because obviously you get notified on there as well. And yeah, I will go live on TikTok every time as well, but it helps me out. Also, there's videos, there's loads of cool stuff. I'll go with the maxed out. It is interesting, LM, and if it doesn't work, you are more than happy to say, and we can look at it together. At the end of the day, it's a bizarre tactic that I've had a lot of good feedback about. 23 mil. 50 million first season. Yeah, play a few seasons, Baz. See how much money you actually get, and I'll definitely go from there. To be fair, thanks for the follow, Porto. Thanks for the kind comment as well. I am public beta, Andy. Public beta. Much love, Chris. Thanks for being in the stream as well. Absolutely. What a nice comment. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot, brother. Yeah. No, I think I've caught up with the chat. Oh, I'm good, thanks. I haven't spoke to you and seen you in ages. I had a bit of a break from streaming, to be fair, to focus on the content in terms of the videos. I'm not saying streaming isn't content. I had a bit of a break just to sort of, focus on the videos. It was always quite difficult because I never had an editor, so I was editing myself as well. Now I do have an editor, so it gives me a lot of time to stream and make, shorts and TikToks and all that lovely stuff. Of course, Casemiro's injured. So we essentially we do content from all aspects now. Favourite formation would be 4-2-3-1. And when you say tactics, are you on about tactical style, Fatnav? Are you on about the maxed out, LM? It is, the maxed out one was a 4-2-3-1. It was up a few days ago. It's difficult, Kill. You have to have like top proper ridiculous players, and even that, I didn't score many goals with a Real Madrid midfield, putting it bluntly. When someone asks you for a tactic on request, you send it to them in a message. So tactic requests directly are a Patreon perk. They get the file sent to them on Google Drive with free variants and a video now that explains everything that went into the tactic, how you can tweak tactic, things like that. And then what I do is at the end of the month, this is going to be a new feature. I'm going to poll it on YouTube everywhere, and people can vote for the tactics that were either Patreon only or request, and I'll make them into a video. And if you want me to be honest, I'm very transparent with people when it comes to why stuff goes on Patreon, why it doesn't. To be honest with you, there's some managers that will not get any views on YouTube, so they are a Patreon because it's quite niche, and I've always been honest about that. But then if there is a sudden demand for it, like the Celtic manager for example, wasn't a lot of demand, now there's tons of it, it might even end up being a video, so something like that. How's the tactic? Is the Brighton one better if it's for United? At the moment, this tactic is running quite equal to it, half. But again, it's so early doors, like very, very early doors, to even start to talk about, talk about that, to be honest. How have you been though, half? So yeah, I'll go with like sort of... See, a lot of people don't know this, by the way. In fact, let's have this conversation. Do you know when you make a tactic, right? Create new tactic. These settings don't actually matter if you're then going to go into your tactic and change the team instructions. So if I play a gegenpress tactic and it says gegenpress there, but then I lower the tempo in here, that isn't what it is. Essentially, for anyone that didn't, I've had this a lot, these are essentially presets. So that's why a lot of my tactics are on clean slate. I know a lot of people know that, but a lot of people are getting into FM this year. So I'm just, dropping a little bit of probably what is common knowledge, but I like to make sure people are aware. It's better on laptop, LM. Clear, I will say as well. Console is the future, though, in my opinion. Not like to outcompete PC, but like console will be very, very good as well. Tom, I'm going to be real, not for me a free back, mate. I tried it with United. I struggled like mad. I might try it after a successful season and try and have a bit of fun, but it's so difficult because I still think, like real life, we're missing so many parts of the puzzle, in my opinion anyway. Hey, good luck, Jay. Good luck. That is not good, David. That is not good. Try not to get too annoyed with it, though. Try not to get too annoyed with it. Right, so Sesko, Cunha and Buomo. I'm going to start Cobby. I'm going to start Fernandez as well. I would say so, LM. I would go in with all three variants because, like, you're not playing as like a powerhouse team, unless you've signed some absolute mental players, and it's basically. It's just a good way of being super aggressive. What you could do, LM, is to go into the games with it, but then make your own variant where the players aren't all pressing. So if you do start off really hot, you can then play a bit more sensible. Does that sort of make sense? Hopefully it does. Hi, Josh, I'll be honest, been watching your vids for ages, always wanted to switch to FM content. Mate, absolute legend. I appreciate you being in the chat. FM content, I am a big fan of, obviously. Console will be PC level of detail. I think it will be, yeah. Just you'll never have the mods, will you? Which obviously is a big turn off for a lot of people. I don't like this. You can't see who... Oh, yeah, it's not great. It's not great, that. Yeah, it's not a realistic rebuild. Might put Cobby there. Mate, I'm dropping Bruno. I can't drop Bruno. Am I mad? And mate, it's about to be a realism rebuild. About to be realism. A combo video? I mean, I have only ever done one collab, and that was with a guy that I've known for like... Well, it's Kempy. That is like years. If you're around the scene for a little bit now, Rob, and we speak to each other and we become friends... I'd never say no. I'm not the sort of guy that is like, you know, if you need a certain amount of subs to DM me, like you can ask me anything. But obviously I'd like to get to know you before it's just like instant, so guys, today we're here together sort of thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Don't think that's too bad of a request. I've not noticed that, Adam. I've not noticed that, but people experience different things, Adam. Like, someone could have an issue that the other person doesn't. That is the weird thing about... Maguire had a stinker. Lenny, step in. Step. Thanks for the likes there, Nagrom. Am I American? Am I American? I'm English. I do love America, though. I did live there for 3 months when I was younger, I will be honest. And it was a very, very good time. Am I American? Jay, mate, I would always recommend people into it. Again, I'm not a creator that's like trying to say to people, don't come in and start making content. DM you on Patreon about the slot tactic. No worries if you haven't, but have you redone slot tactic? The slot tactic, because they're obviously it's a very popular one. I don't want to sound harsh here, Charlie, but I'm waiting to see if he's going to stay in a job. Then I will be redoing it. I just want to see over the next game, obviously coming up, what actually happens. Because then obviously there'll be another manager coming in. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you're doing well, Charlie. But if you are like still wanting that, whether he's got a job or not, I can do that for you regardless. So I will update it for you, and then you can obviously have it for yourself. So yeah. If anyone is new to Josh, he's helpful with tactics, don't work, I recommend him. Mate, I appreciate that a lot. With Forest, it will, Tom, as long as you go in with, like, obviously a bit of sensible expectation. Like, not to go in, you know... it's one of them where it's like... I think you can get top 6. Top 6 with Forest with no signings. Obviously, if you sign people, then potentially even higher, you know? I can get that done for you, Charlie. I can get that done for you. No worries at all. Honestly, LM, again, I'm going to say this not just in response to you, I'll say it for everyone because it's something that I'm very open with. Patreon is the best way to message me. Obviously, I check that first because if someone's like that generous enough to, you know, support me that way, they are going to get prioritized. But also that's why in my videos, I show the entire tactic because then you can copy them for free. But console version, mobile versions are on there because I wouldn't play them if it wasn't for content. It's not like PC. So it is the best way to get hold of me, but that is a decision. I'm not going to sit here and say like make sure you do it, make sure you do it. Obviously it supports me massively, and there is a lot of perks. Like I think about 17 perks, to be honest. We did have it up on the screen. I won't have it up for too long because people accuse me of plugging for too long, but that's what you get. I'll pop it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is a lot of stuff on there. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, it is the best way to contact me. What tactic do you think is your best one? What team, Baz? Olympiakos? Panathinaikos? I forgot. My memory is awful. Wowzers. What's good, Scotsman? Good effort, man. I think that looks pretty good, Tom, to be fair. I think that's pretty solid. What I'll do is review, like, what I'll say is, I would say, I haven't done the Hearts one yet. I will be doing the Hearts one. I would personally say, with Nottingham Forest, you have just got to give it a good go, Tom. Give it at least 15 games. You're going to lose a few games against the top teams playing a free back, but just give it a go and sort of see how you feel at the end of it. You can always ask me if I'm not live. Follow me on these social. What, you can't even see what I'm doing. Follow me on the socials, and you can always ask me questions, mate. Okay, I'm always usually kicking about doing something. Just recovering from the flu, mate. There's a lot of that going about, Scotsman. Hopefully you recover quickly. I have played for a good 15 hours now. Does the game feel less immersive to you? I see that a lot. Hey, what's good, Bowtie, as well? For me, I actually quite like it, but I think the menus are just different, is what I would say. Do you feel the game's not in a great place? Nat, what we saying? Thank you for your tactics. It helped me a lot to win an FM24. I most likely liked everyone tackle harder aggressive tactics. I noticed that you don't do it anymore lately. Botai, the maxed out one is like that. You'll love that one. The maxed out 4-2-3-1 is that one right there. Bristol foul, I would probably go with a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 for results. I'll be real. Olympiacos, again, I'll go with a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Just because it's a very consistent formation. Also, Baz, and it's something which, to be honest, there's not a 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3. They all will work to a certain degree. It's such a well-balanced formation. I don't, Adam. I don't think there is at the moment, to be fair. You got the flu as well. Loads of people have got the flu. The Xmas formation, the Xmas tree, will be coming out. I will have a video for that, just for a bit of fun. It might even suck. In fact, it probably will suck, but I will do it purely for the purpose of the festive season. But Baz, if you want me to actually pinpoint a certain tactic, I've not actually managed Olympiacos, so I'm not entirely sure what their squad's looking like. But 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 are very consistent, unlike Sesko's finishing. And who was it in the chat earlier? A few people saying, my striker can't score goals. Let me tell you one thing. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the exact same boat as you boys. Yep, Sesko's finishing is washed. Yeah, the aggressive tactics are super fun. You just need to make sure to rest, rotate, and train. Do them 3 things, you'll be absolutely golden. Build up a squad of numbers. Oh my, wow. Kindle and Boimo's doing absolute... Unlucky. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh. The old dogs could be kicking off. Brian and Boimo, what we got then? That's a good challenge, to be fair. Hey, no worries, Baz. Is a Sutherland striker. I forgot his name. I forgot his name as well, I think. Mate, oh, mate, the finishing. The finishing, shocking. Oh, mate, Murillo, Zinchenko, Anderson, Louise. They've actually got a cold team, Forest. They've actually got a very, very good team, to be fair to them. They've got a very, very good team. But then, I will say, I know someone was talking about using a free back. Yeah, Tom, I'm looking at this Forest team now, and I'll be real. I think a 4-back suits it. I don't want to be the guy to put you off, but I look at their team on paper, it's nuts, man. Let's have a quick... Hey, LM, and mate, LM, that is, mate, honestly, absolute legend. It's got into the £10 tier as well. That does mean a lot, LM. And make sure, please read through the perks you get, LM, because there's so many people that don't actually take full advantage of what they can get in terms of you get a tactic request, literally whatever you want. There's so many things that people don't take advantage of that they can, you know. Make sure you do look into all the perks and actually all of that sort of stuff. It's going on the Patreon tonight, Zentax. It's going to be going on pretty much right after the stream, to be fair. Right, I'm going to pause this game because I've got a lot of chat to catch up on. When you're streaming on free platforms, this can happen. So, first off was actually 6 God over in this chat. Do you think players can get injured faster if they are playing? Yes, 100% 6 God. That's why good medical staff is always absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. Right. Hi, Josh. Great content. Have you noticed if there are any tactics like Lewis and Enrique? So not less effective, but I will say I have tested the Herzler one since, and you can see about 0.2 to 0.3 more. I do have a Discord. That should be in the description of this live stream, Adam. So yes, when we go for what else are we going to say with that? That's the only one I've really tested since the patch, to be honest. You just concede a few more. So it might end up being a little bit different in terms of how we defend going forwards, hence why I thought I'd stream the next tactic we make. It is. How are you doing, Bashino? Great striker, Jay. Great striker indeed. YSG, if you're going to be hating on the stream, can you also sub, please? Good boy. Appreciate that. Right, let's go and put him as well as in that category, because the great thing about YouTube is you can hide people and they don't actually know you've done it, although I'm live, so he does know. Right. Thanks for the follow, Rui. Hopefully you are doing all good. Welcome on in. Have you done a Coventry tactic manager? I haven't yet. I do need to do that, though. I do have a Discord, Adam. I don't put the tactics in there, but viewers and, people that watch my content put theirs in, so you're more than welcome to. There is a tactics section that I do need to be a bit more active in, to be honest with you. Right. Sorry, Tom. My 3-man midfield would be Douglas Luiz, Gibbs, White, Anderson. Good as what it gets, mate, to be honest with you. I'd recommend giving it a go. If it doesn't work, revert back to the 4-2-3-1. You move back to FM24. What sort of caused that, Tristan? What's your main thing you don't like? Sounds good, Alem. Again, any questions, message me on there. I'm literally on there 24/7. When you message me on there, I get a notification on here literally right away. Yeah, so that's obviously the best way to go. Can we score a penalty? That is the question. Bush, they got to learn they can't have the reins all the time, man. Thanks for the follow, JC. Bruno Fernandes, let's see what's going to happen then. Is Bruno going to step and score? Or is Bruno going to step and struggle? What's Bro doing? What's Bro doing with his arms? Sorry? Get in there, Bruno. We'll take it. We'll take it. How have you been, though, Bashino? And much love for everyone in the TikTok live as well. If you're not subscribed to the YouTubes, by the way, Josh Daily and Daily Josh on YouTubes, make sure you come and subscribe because we've got tactics and rebuilds coming out. I thought we had another penalty then. And we also stream over there, so make sure you do come on over. It's been a really good stream today. Like, the few, troll comments actually make it quite fun. Oh, sorry. Apologies, Ali. On the maxed out instructions, I seem to always concede if I win. Could it, yeah, so, again, I think I did say that in the video. With the Johan Cruyff, the maxed out tactic, they are outscoring tactics. And at the end of the day, you are going to be conceding goals. I think even in my videos, we conceded quite a fair few goals for the teams that we were at. But if you want to, basically, you can't have everything in football, right? If you want to be a bit better defensively, you then would use the more defensive version, score a few less goals, but you would be better defensively. That is what you would sort of do. You got to sort of weigh it up. Hopefully that helps, Ali. If you need any more help, please let me know. Always here to help. I hear that, Tristan. Can I ask you the question, and this goes for everybody, everyone that doesn't enjoy this game and wants the old menus back, do you think this game would be better with the old menus but these graphics? Or do you not think that? Very interested to hear what you think. Hey, no worries, Ali. And again, please, anyone, you can message me. To be honest, obviously Patreon gets priority. Then you're probably looking at Discord, then probably Twitter. What I will say is you can, but DM me on TikTok, I don't get notified for because they all go into the junk for some reason. Twitter does that, but I know to check it. So, there's several ways you can contact me. Hey, well in, Jay. I like that. So do you think I should rest a play? Yes, 100%. That's why whenever you're playing a Cruyff system or you're playing a maxed out system, you need to be rotating the team a lot more, which means if you've not got a good squad, putting it bluntly, you need to get one because that is very, very aggressive tactics. Super aggressive, hyper aggressive, in your face. 100%. Yeah, that just needs to happen, to be honest with you. Also, people that are watching on the TikTok, we are demolishing this team. We are going to have better quality on the TikTok. I need to stream for, I think, two more occasions, and I can basically unlock a thing called OBS virtual camera, which basically means that I can capture directly from a source. You're not going to have blurry quality, but that's out of my control at the moment. That's sad though, Tristan. The game's better in my opinion. The game's better overall. It's a very split divide. I think Benji put out a tweet actually asking people about this, and the results were actually quite sort of interesting in many ways. Sort of understanding like what people like, what people don't like, what people want for the future. There's a lot of different sort of concepts that people want, you know? Thanks for the follow, Rory. Absolute icon that you are. Yeah, it's a very interesting sort of thing, but I think the game's it's in its rebuilding phase, isn't it? What I will say to people, and I'm not saying this to try and irritate or to be annoying or anything like that. What I will say is, we have got a big issue with some of the sharpness in that. JC, these are new tactics that I'm currently working on. They're not actually in a video yet. They will be though if they carry on the way they're performing. But this game will not change in terms of the menus. So, you know, it's one of those. Josh, your tactics brought Arbrow to the chat. Did they? Well in, Rory. What one was it? Absolute icon. Absolute icon. It's almost surprising when you go live, you actually get the feedback properly on the tactics, not online trolls. Much love, Rory. It's amazing, isn't it, when you actually go live and you get feedback from genuine people that, you know, 90% of it's positive. Much love, Rory. Hey, what's good, Kempy? We beat Man City 1-0. Absolute madman. Love it, brother. Absolutely love it. How are we, though, Kempy? Hey, well in, Rory. Well in. If it's the 3-4-2-1, I need to update that. But if it is the 3-4-2-1, let me know, because quite clearly that still works. It saves me updating it. Yes, and David, this is the whole point of streaming. So, I will make every tactic I make live on here. I will play every game. Even if it's like a friendly, I will play it, because then that tactic can be labelled around 100% non-sims. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to have a batch of tactics on my page that are dedicated to not having simmed the game. And then that way we appeal to everybody. And also, those that doubt can come and watch, can't they? Like the West Ham game that we brought back with some tactical tweaks, which, you know, they're more than welcome to come and watch. In fact, I actively encourage it, to be fair. So these are brand new tactics. Be sure to follow the TikTok live as well. These are still in the making. We've just found our first variant, and that was pretty easy, to be fair. We just simply, I think we upped the tempo, went more expressive, removed work ball into the box. Just your basic stuff, really. And in a bit, lads. I've just started a Brighton save using your tactics. I've signed a striker, mate, Samu Anthony. He will bag in that team. He will bag. Scored 110 goals in a season. That's what I'm on about, brother. Odegaard off 80 mil. Havertz off to... You do love your business, don't you, to be fair? You do love your business. I respect it, David. You are a businessman. I like that. I like that. Kempy, if you still are on the TikTok by chance, we did have the old Brighton boys come in the YouTube chat for a little bit, but I just hid them from the chat, so they still might have been typing this entire time, which will be hilarious, because obviously that is a great feature for creators. That is, they could have been in there, but I don't think I got time to thank them. That's the issue. I feel a little bit ungrateful. Casemiro, mate, do you want to? Are you just going to be injured every day? Like, Jesus Christ. Mental. So we're sort of approaching towards that part of the season where I will be making my last variant, and that will be the possession one, to be fair. How are we doing in the league, though? We've got a lot of people. I don't know how, like how is his sharpness down when we're literally playing him every game? Sorry, are Leeds okay? Are Leeds okay? I mean, Chelsea are having an absolute stinker. Arsenal aren't. They're capitalising. Tottenham are doing fine. I simmed. By the way, anyone in here on the? Oh, you would have seen it. It's not come out. I'm dropping a spoiler. I'm doing a Spurs rebuild. I've simmed season 1. Manchester United got relegated from the Premier League. They got relegated from the Premier League. And do you know who was their manager when they got relegated? Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche replaced Amorim. Sean Dyche replaced Amorim. And he got United relegated. Washed. Hey, well in, Rory. Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche took over Amorim at United. No, David, exactly. You've got to have a clear out. If players aren't happy, get them gone. Get them gone. By the way, Kempy, I did see your WhatsApp messages. There is, there is just some people you just got to sit back and appreciate. You can't change them. I've noticed that they're currently in January. Way before I got into content, see, yes. I mean, I'm not being funny, but like, I'll be honest, against mates is where I done it. And I learned quite quickly you can't do that against your mates. Now I'm on the other side because I've had messages from people like, my mate has used your tactics in this save, it's unfair, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I don't obviously sit on any side of the fence of like whether you should use... By the way, chat, these aren't bad stats, are they, for hand-played games? 3.5 goals a game. Good amount of shots, good pass completion. Not exactly shabby. Not exactly shabby at all. I think this last variant needs to be very possession based. I'm doing a little bit of tactical research here on the games that we lost. We didn't get dominated. Didn't get dominated. It is on the list to do, T. I can, David. I can for sure. Brentford, we had so much more possession. So I almost need a tactic that I want to play against top teams that's quite controlling. This Liverpool draw. Less possession. I just don't feel like you get rewarded for possession, though. It's the only thing. City, we smoked them. Chelsea were good, then they folded. This West Ham game was the comeback. Dominated possession. That's a classic game of not getting rewarded for possession, by the way. Sesko's actually doing a lot better than what I thought, to be fair. Hey, best of luck, Rory. Best of luck. Hey, no worries, David, at all. No worries at all, buddy. The last variant's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait because I don't really need one at the moment, to be fair. As we are going to go and play the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. The mighty Spurs. The mighty Spurs indeed. Not an easy task, by the way. What are we saying on the old TikTok then? I've got a few TikToks to come out in terms of just like shorts or whatever, whether you say short form or whatever it is. I've got some good ones coming out of little clips and stuff. I'm very surprised the Brighton boys didn't go over to the YouTube videos, to be fair. Very interesting. Again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTubes on TikTok. We have gained a ridiculous amount of followers on TikTok today, and YouTube subs, so I do appreciate it. Absolutely mental, by the way. Like, genuinely, mind-boggling stuff. For me, anyway. Mind-boggling. Thanks for the follow, official. That happens a lot, though, official. Did I hear you say something about an online save of the community earlier? You did, and I'll explain it. So basically, what's going to happen is next year, well in Jay, by the way, congratulations, I've just seen that. Next year, when everybody's got the game, because some people aren't fortunate enough to get the game until Christmas, or maybe they're younger, they get it for a present, we are going to have an online league. You do not have to be a Patreon or a Twitch sub to play. First come, first serve is how it's going to go. But this is how it's going to run. You can't do an online save with a bunch of random people around the world over a week because people have got different time zones, different work schedules, different responsibilities. We will pull in people in one stream and we will play between 10 to 15 games. Whoever wins the league is going to be crowned champion. That's what's going to happen. So if you like that, make sure you follow the TikTok live. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channels. We are not going to do a whole season because that will take too long. With everybody playing, way too long. The cups will essentially become voided because you know, it will be based off the actual league. And yeah, that's essentially what it's going to be. Now, if out of those we start to get to know people and they are about every evening, I then would be open to do a whole season. But until then, we can't do it because imagine we do 20 people and 19 people turn up and then one person doesn't. It's quite unfair on the 19 people that don't. You know what I mean? Or sorry, that did turn up. That's the only thing. Oh, sorry, Mboimo. Get Ahmad in. Malassi is injured now. Shaw's injured. Where's Dorgu? Dorgu's injured. All of our left backs are injured. Mazraoui's going to have to play there. What are the chances of that? That's disgusting, that is. We're now going in the mid-season slump. He wants to say, have you have to pay him a lot more money, David? Out of interest. How do I get notified when it opens? If you subscribe to the YouTube channels, I put out every week my schedule on the community tab on YouTube. That's a good team. And that is where it will be posted, is there, mate. Every single time. Yeah, there's loads of arrows, LN. Loads of them. I will make it very, 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 very known when we're doing that. Hey, welcome to the stream. 4312, go, go. How are we doing? Nice little comment there. Okay. Yeah, so basically, it will be announced. It will be promoted quite a fair bit because obviously I want to get as many people in there as physically possible. And that is done by doing a little bit of promotion work with it and seeing exactly what happens. So that is part of the plan, really. Elegant play. Couldn't you, mate? Question for you, Josh. Unsure, but how do you get better training staff? What do you need to do? This is how I usually do it, because I'm a little bit lazy with that. I usually get, like, the best director of football I can get, or someone that can take charge of it, then assign them to go and get the staff, because it's a lot easier. Or you can use websites like FM Scout to go and look at the best names, and you can go after the best names. Thanks for the follow, Sypo, there. But obviously the best names are going to be at big clubs as well. Oh, good effort. That's what I'd personally do as a little heads up. No extra money. That's a win-win then, buddy. That is a win-win. Now, welcome to the stream, though, people on the old TikTok. It does mean a lot you being here. Thanks for the follow, Adam. Again, if you are watching the YouTube live, make sure you are leaving a little like on there as well. It does help the video get pushed after we do end this stream. It does mean a lot. And it's been absolutely, it's been mental today, man. The support has been quite simply unbelievable. It does mean a lot. It really, really does mean a lot. And I'm buzzing. I'm genuinely buzzing. We've actually made a decision to start streaming again. And it's been quite nice because although we're on different platforms, I think I've done an okay job at reading out the comments. I don't think I've left you guys waiting too much. If I have, I'm sorry. I am going as quick as I physically can. I do promise. I appreciate that, Saipo. Welcome into the stream, buddy. Absolute legend. Oh, Kudos. Yep, okay. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. Honestly, LM, probably not to start with. Well, to start with, yes, not long term. Not long term. I personally replace. There's not many clubs which I won't make changes to, just because there's usually someone better out there. But to start with, that will be fine. That will be fine. It's worth checking this stuff. I'd say every season, LM. Every season is what I'd advise. So now we have got a chance. Keep streaming, great watch. I appreciate that, Geno. That means a lot, by the way. Absolute legend. So right now, we have got possession, but we haven't really got attacking influence. So we're going to see if this has any difference. Because this is the bit about making tactics. You know, it's why when someone says, oh, you're a nerd, I know I'm a nerd. I sit here all day making tactics for a video game. Obviously, I'm a nerd. But I enjoy doing it. I get satisfaction out of it. So it's one of them things. Right. I mean, Cunha's been diabolical. Injuries. Do you want to give me any more? Forgot about Mboimo. Hey, well in, LM. Well in. Injuries are mental. We've got 3 injured left backs. And Mboimo's injured. Show league table. We will when it pops up here. Can you do it from here? Am I being blind? I don't know if we can. No, I have to do it after the game, mate. We were basically joint first, but we had a game less, but we are losing that game. This is our first loss in about 10 games, though, I think. To be fair. Not too shabby. If it is a loss, we've still got plenty of time. Just we've got no subs because we've got injured players left, right, and centre. Injuries everywhere, quite literally. Go on, Fernandez. So it's such a good block. Such a good block. Fair play. Hang on. Odegaard says he wants to say but accepted a contract from City, so do I say before I would, David. I would, yeah. Around about 12. Oh, mate, we're getting so unlucky. Around about 12, I think. We've been the better team here today. I feel like I'm doing a press conference. Been a better team here today, guys. We have been the better team, though, jokes aside. All good, all good. It's one of them games. It's one of them games. This is what I like to call the decision has been made before I hit play. Right, let's get Cobby on. Get some legs in there. Also got to get Dorgo on for some fresh legs. I can't bring Xerxes on yet. Things ain't got to... Not that bad. I'm not offending him, but yeah. We've had so many good chances, man. Last 15 will make some changes. Hashi, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. A minute before I was going to make changes, yeah? The script has been read. Yes, LM, get the best one you can, mate. The script has been read, guys. The script has been read. If we score now, I'm going to be honest, I've got no idea what to change. Okay. Luckily, we didn't. Right. Okay. The only thing I really could do is make these. I don't want to encourage... Oh, we're going for it. We're going to go for this. We're going to go for this. We're going for it. Not off the top of my head, LM, because they're so different from save to save. We'll go attacking as well. I want to try and get a point from this game at least. See what we can do. See what we can do. We got Liverpool next. Best of luck with that, Jay. Is that the way to go, Hashi? Is it I mean, to be fair, we've been cooking the entire season. This is like our first loss in, I think, the stream, to be honest. Oh, no, Brentford as well. But apart from that, we have been really, really good. And I know just changing a whole tactic can cause so many issues. Like I don't really fancy change. This could go in. If this goes in, it's on me. I've gone attacking. I understand it at the end of the day. Okay, sure. I'll show the league table. I didn't know that, to be fair. That's my bad. Wowzers. Wowzers. Bergval. What? Oh, okay. I thought that goal went in. Right, let's throw the kitchen sink at it. Five minutes to make it happen. Depends on what team code, to be fair. Let me know the team you're playing as. I did, David. My bad. I was sort of locked into trying to get that back. I do appreciate it. I'll show the league table now, though, because we're in a good place. You know, that's a pretty not deserved, well, I say deserved loss. The table's so tight, it's nothing to worry about. I'd use the Arteta one code because it's obviously tailored to the tailored to the club. I love that. This guy, top one, Man United nil. I love that. I mean, to be fair, Leeds are cooking up a, what is that? Cooking up a masterclass. That's an interesting request for a tactic, to be fair. I quite like that. We are... What are we? We are technically fifth, but we're not fifth. This isn't fifth in my head. We are literally... This table's for the taking. Like, we have done a very, very good job today. So, that was from last stream. So, really... Fulham downwards, win, 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 annoying loss, win, sensible point, win, win, smashing, sensible loss. Well, actually, where are they in the league, Tottenham? Above me now. So that could have gone either way. It was 1-0. The stats, it could have gone either way. A point was probably been fairer. But we can work on that. That's nothing to panic about. And now we have Everton, Palace, West Ham, Wolves. So, to be honest, this is our chance now to really capitalise on things. And take the game to a lot of them. This next game is massive. It's actually arguably bigger than what we've just played. Because this is where you could see... This is where you can see a tactic go downhill. This is where you can see a tactic start to, like, take a little bit of misshape. Obviously, I don't want to sound like Jurgen Klopp, but we've got a lot of injuries. We've got a lot of problems at the team. But some of other teams, you know, so other teams have got to deal with this stuff as well. But hopefully we can bounce back. It is different online, though, I will say, Cold. Like, online always has a bit of a different game style. That is why there will be online tactics as well. Because last year, for example, when I was playing online in the Match of the Delay tournament with Hood Gaming and all the other boys, I used a tactic that I would never use offline, and it absolutely cooked. I was invincible for the first 4 games. So it is quite bizarre how that works. Let's try and bounce back, though. We'll try and bounce back. Thanks for the likes on the TikTok, by the way. Anyone that is in the TikTok that's not on the YouTube, make sure you go and subscribe to the Josh Daily channel and Daily Josh as well, because there is pretty much daily videos and, you know, all of this lovely stuff. Epic, what a name, by the way. Only elite managers blame injuries before form. There you go. There you go. He knows. You have 332 million to spend. So I will say, David, it's not even your fault, right? Because you've got the money to spend. Sometimes you can bring in way too many people. So I would look at your squad and see, like, maybe sign people for the future. Unless you need, do you need, like, rotation for now? I don't know what that means, Allagang. I don't know. Hey, much love, Rory. What I'm going to do, Cold, is we're going to be doing a big online save with viewers. I will make online tactics there. Thanks for the follow, Cold. And they will be going on the YouTube as well. So, yeah, I will be doing that. If you want my advice, thanks for the sub to both. Go on, LM, as well. My advice would be try a 4... Try a 4-4-1-1. That's what worked for me last year. I know it's a different game, but the shape just seemed to be very, very, very consistent. Last year, anyway. It seemed very, very good. Right, I'm quickly going to respond to this. It's a bizarre request. I do love my audience. I've got the most bizarre tactic request here. It's crazy. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. How are you doing though, Alec? Hopefully you're doing well. Where can I see the tactics? Well, they're not a video yet because we're still not even. We are 11 games into the season. The final version will go out as a video. The second the stream ends, this will be going on the Patreon for early access for those that want to use it and carry on and play. But the final version will be going out on YouTube. So do not worry. The whole purpose of live streaming for me is to make the tactics or some of the tactics live. With 2 register roles. Are you still on FM24? I respect that. Who here is still playing FM24, by the way? Let me know. Right, we've got Shaw back. You've got a strange tactic request. What is it, Rory? I've had a mental one just here. I ain't got to hide it. They want me to do Arsene Wenger x Sean Dyche. It is such a weird combo. What about one of the Sporting boys, Shaw? Diamande and Asio? Andy Graham's 4-2-3-1. It's niche. It is niche, Rory. It is niche. The thing is, I'm open to doing any tactic, really, because it's actually quite fun when I get someone that I don't know much about, because, you know, I'm not being funny. I pay for a football service, Total Football Analysis. I may as well make use of it. You know what I mean? It is quite fun. But again, it sounds so nerdy. But that's what we're here for. Right, and Boimo's back. Bruno's injured still. It means Cobby can actually play. That's interesting. You click here. This is how I do it, because I still don't know the menus that well. You go to responsibilities, and then you go to delegation, and you find it here. And it should be staff you go recruitment, you delegate to all. I've not even done it in this one yet. I often forget to do stuff when I stream, and that is one of them. That's how you do it, though. I can look into it for sure, Rory. A goal line clearance, yeah, go on. The Sporting boys are always a good shout, though, David. Share formation. I'll pop it on the screen, but I'm not sharing it as a file, as a video, so I'll share it as a file, but, like, this is nowhere near done. So anyone that, I will say, if you're thinking of joining the Patreon to get early access, this is not the final version. So if there are issues, obviously you've watched me stream it. It is very, very good as of what it stands, but there is still a lot of work to be done. That's obviously why I don't want to make it into a video just yet, because there is still a lot we can improve on. Let me tell you that for free. That has been requested before, Joe. I will actually do that. I will happily do that. There's been some really nice requests this year. Some good challenging ones, like tactics that I look at and I'm like, this is going to be a nightmare to do. Like the Johan Cruyff one was meant to be released in the first, not the first week, that's a complete lie, was meant to be released very, very early on into the game cycle. But we simply didn't have it done. We simply did not have it done at all. So, yeah. Some tactics take a lot longer to make than others. Your Johan Cruyff is just so difficult to make, but I got there in the end, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. But no, any requests, obviously, the way that it works is that if you're a Patreon member, obviously you get priority because it's a perk that I can give back. But you could also just request as a viewer, and then, like, you know, when we get room to do it, that is where that will happen at the end of the day. Edward, that is happening because we are doing a Palace rebuild. We are doing a Palace rebuild, so that will 100% happen. Thanks for the like, Chris. Hey, well in, LM. Well in. Again, any requests, by the way, I will... In fact, I am going to do this because this bit is actually free, so I don't feel as bad for plugging it. If you want to request a tactic, free members can do this, so it's not a trick to get you to go and pay. if you go over to the link in the chat right now, that will take you to my Patreon. There is what I call a tactic hub on there. You'll see it when you first go in there. And essentially, you can just comment as many as you want, and that is how it gets done. Like, it's not like a paid thing. Any member can comment. Paid members obviously get priority, but you can put as many as you want there, and it gives me ideas as well, so it is much appreciated. I can't put it in a TikTok live chat, purely because it doesn't allow me to put links, but it is patreon.com/JoshDaily is what it is. I just can't share links in my own live chat. Mental, by the way. Mental. So we're now going for a stint of domination, but not scoring. Mid-season, classic mid-season. There's not a mod where you can pay refs, no. It would be nice though, right? Would be very, very nice. We're getting in the right areas. It's so frustrating when you go through these moments because you're doing the right thing. Like, look how good we've been, but the goal's just not there. It's not there. It does, LM, in the sense of, like, if they're assigned to do stuff like training or anything, then it will, 100%. The tactical tweak, I mean, this is why I love streaming, because it can be that simple. Like, it can be the matter of flicking between variants and you're right off, you're now scoring goals. Obviously, it doesn't work all the time, but it can be that simple. A simple change. And we're actually now converting domination into goals, quite simply. I don't know why I've been listening to non-copyright music the whole stream, by the way, considering there is no music on the stream. Birmingham is tough. I guess João Moutinho and Asllani would be the best. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, much love, David. Have a good evening. And if you have messaged me on Patreon, I will respond. Not right after the stream. I'm going to go and have a little dog walk, get something to eat, have a shower, and then I'll lock in again for some recording and Patreon requests. And then I will be recording the FM Scout video. Then I'll be recording another video. Then I'll be updating the stream title for tomorrow. Then I'll be uploading some TikToks. Then I'll be watching the Champions League. Yeah, we have got a busy schedule, but oh boy, I love it. I love it. Did that not go in? The post, okay. Yes, he is very good, Matoma. Very, very good. So now what I should actually have done is gone back to this one, because we've got more control with this. We don't actually need, although 1-0 is not much, we don't need to go too desperate for a goal. That's what we don't need to do. Oh, it's a great free signing, mate. Great play there from Sesko. Over the top, into a... Another ball, please, ref. Another ball, please, ref. Oh, my days. Right. A Gmail, yeah? Nothing too important. Spoke too soon. This is very good. That was very good play. If we would have got a goal there. So this tactic dominates possession. Like, I think you need... We all need to... I cannot lie. Mate, you can whack it on the request tab more than happily. To be fair, we are going to make a lot of tactics this year. Why is there so many Gmails? Now live? Well, you've been live for about 3 hours, mate. We'll take that from Mount. Yes, I think you need both variants of this tactic. for different situations. Like, obviously we couldn't score, but we were dominating. We went more attacking. We then went back to this, and now we can afford to be a bit more patient. It's a great goal, to be fair. Good amount of players forward, but we're sensible. Look, we are sensible. We've still got Fernandez, we've got Yoro, we've got Ugarte, we've got Martinez, we've got Shaw back. We're not really cooking it too much. Like, we are playing quite sensible football, which hopefully can get us in the league title. That don't sound right, LM. I've not heard anyone say that before. Dropping to RDM. I've not had anyone say that before. Are you able... I'll take a look at that, because that happened. That's similar to the... I had a thing with the Herzler tactic, where someone was importing a tactic file, and it literally was not what I genuinely had, to be honest with you. So, when you say this dropping, what variant are we talking about? I'm trying to remember it. It's probably his out-of-game players have swapped. That could be a point. That could be a point. 14-0. Well in, T. Well in. Well in. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, I know what you mean now. No, yeah, so essentially, this game, I'm going to be honest with you. The triangles are very helpful. Oh, that's a penalty. They are very helpful. Okay, sorry, I know what you mean now. That was my bad. In that tactic, essentially, one of the players out of possession is not going to be the most comfortable. But it's more the fact of this, like, you want his body to be in that position. Like, thanks for the follow, Rob, by the way. I know what you mean now, sorry. That's my bad. Like, not every... I don't know how I can say this without sounding a little bit weird, but sometimes in tactics, like with the Cruyff tactic, that's a good one. The Cruyff tactic, with that's shocking. There are some things that are going to have yellow symbols because it is such like maybe not their most comfortable thing they're doing. But with that tactic, it's about having the bodies back, simply just having that free deep. You can, if you want to, tweak it. And yeah, it's basically like having a player saying, I'm not happy, but you're saying, I don't really care. You've got to do it anyway. If you notice they're not, say they make loads of mistakes, obviously you tweak it. You would then just have it just defend in a normal 4-3-3. 4-2-3-1, sorry. That's what I would do. Just make it so that isn't there. But I've released a lot of tactics this year where that sort of yellow symbol is, it's a good indicator, but it doesn't mean that you have to listen to it, is what I would say. Yeah, but if you notice, like, say he's making a lot of mistakes or something like that, then listen to it and you can obviously change it. But, like, I've had a lot of, like, teams, like, for example, if you look at, with a team that has got the players to do that, there's going to be no yellow triangle, right? But with the team that you're playing as, maybe you've not got the players to do that, but you could sign someone that could play in both roles, or you just sort of firm it sort of thing. You know what I mean? Hey, well in, Jay. Well in. Well, this is going to be a game, isn't it? This is going to be some game. Let me tell you that for free. Thanks for the follow, MB. Absolute legends. What a belter. What a belter. Much love for the support today, boys. Again, if you've not followed the YouTubes, make sure you are following the YouTubes. Josh Daily and Daily Josh Rebuild and Tactic content. Chances are your favourite manager I've done. If not, I will be doing. Perfect, thank you, mate. Must say 5-0, fair play. Can't wait to see that on the Patreon. Mate, and of course, you're getting it. So yeah, that will be going. I will literally, to be honest, I'm probably going to end the stream either after this game or another one, because I'm going to go take the dog for a walk, have a bit of a freshen up, and I'm getting a little bit hungry, because I'm not eating today. and I'm going to post this the second this basically goes off. So what I will say is, because this game's basically done, I will pop this up. If anyone is interested in joining the Patreon, essentially, you get all of these perks. So every tactic file goes on there, a mobile and console version. Every week there is 2 Patreon exclusives, rebuild files, challenge save files, ultimate save files, tactical help, priority, ad-free viewing, early access to giveaways. There is loads of stuff going on. Now, let me just counter that and say, that does not mean you have to pay for the tactics. This tactic will go on my YouTube at a later date once I'm happy with it and we play the whole season. But for those that can't wait and you want to get all my other tactic files, that is where to go. Patreon.com/JoshDaily. How do you recreate? So I use a few things. Number 1 is TFA, Total Football Analysis. I then also just watch the games. I then also go onto YouTube and that is 3 things that I personally use. Of course, if I'm doing an Amorim tactic, I watch him week in, week out anyway. But for managers that I don't know, TFA, you do have to pay for TFA, which is, it's fair. They're doing their thing. So that is also a part of the reason why I do have a Patreon, because it helps pay for that as well. And we're going to probably end this stream top of the league. So the tactic probably does cook. I'm going to make things easier to find on the Patreon, LM. But if you... Hang on. I can't put a link in there. That's the only issue. Let me... I'm trying to think how you can do it. So if I put in... Right, okay, mate, we're that far up the Google search. Jesus Christ, it must be downloaded a lot. Right, so, LM, if you literally Google Josh Daily, no space, then space, FM26 space, set space pieces, it will come up as the Patreon thing there. The best FM26 set pieces. It's the one with Saliba on the front. And if you click that link, it should sign you right into the Patreon, and you'll have all of them available to download. That has got a ridiculous amount of downloads, by the way, that has. Fair play, mate. Community is unbelievable. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely wild. Do you think low team season grinds to get non-league into Premiership, is that realistic? Kind of. Not as realistic as possible, but kind of. But that is going to be me done for today. It's nearly a 4-hour stream. We're going to end being top of the league, having only lost a couple of games and winning everything else. For those that are watching this on YouTube, probably a lot more are already Patreon members. I will get this up the second the stream ends as a bit of an exclusive. And we are going to be live again tomorrow, carrying on this season and hopefully chipping away at finishing that first season. If you have enjoyed, please do go over and subscribe to Daily Josh and Josh Daily, or leave a follow on the TikTok. And can I just say a big thank you to everyone today, whether you've been on TikTok, YouTube, Daily Josh, Josh Daily, whatever it is. Genuinely thank you an absolute ton. We're going to be live a lot from this point onwards, and if you do like my vibe, you think you want to watch some of my videos, that is where YouTube's handy as well, because we have one channel dedicated to tactics, one channel dedicated to rebuilds. So yeah, make sure you go on over, check them on out, and just have a great day. That's as simple as that, really, isn't it? Just have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Now we figure out how to end stream. Okay, this is awkward.